to Johnson's head. I couldn't stand the pressure. Not another day. I didn't like the
great
fucking
hook
Mr.
on
Johnson
that.
Anyway. How in his class, he hung a rebel flag. I cut that biggest hair off and I stuck it in my bag. Couldn't stand the pressure.
That'd be a good one
another
to
day. I didn't like the fucking Mr. Johnson anyway.
That would be.
redo that one.
That would be a
Or
great
like
one.
do another story to it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who hasn't? If I sat up in a class with Mr. Johnson, I'd want to kill him too.
All right, Carvey.
Mr. Johnson's head. Murder him. Murder him.
Is it the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid, juggalo world for us all to enjoy. We'll never die.
What up, y'all?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to
Whoop,
Deck
whoop.
1.
Whoop, whoop.
My name is Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy, if you'd like.
Hey, what's up? This is just Chris. Let's pull this new one out of the deck.
New one.
Yeah,
This-
new one out of the deck.
Oh.
You know?
Is that your
new episode?
Oh, that's your new catchphrase.
Well, I've been saying that every episode for as long as I.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
I mean, I didn't say it last week because it was the first time on the show.
Yeah.
I knew it was weird. We had to talk about it, but yeah. For those of you who weren't here last year, I am
Last week.
sorry, last week.
Wait,
we
and
do
in
a
the
show
other,
a
in
year.
the other in the other new
We do one a year.
I was gonna say that's weird.
No, that's a joke. But yeah. Last week when I was here, I'm just Chris from the multiverse, the same one that Shitstick came out of.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of zany characters about to be
Check out
coming your
last
way,
week
guys.
to catch up on that.
Exactly. We don't want to talk about it too much. Just check out last week. We talk all about it.
And then our best friend.
Our best friend ever.
Carla, y'all. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. The
Master on the master on the keys over there.
Yes, sir.
The gold rings are for the Ringmaster.
Oh, I like that. That's great.
Nice. Hell yeah.
That's cool. I'm rocking my old school original white Ringmaster shirt. It's so dingy and shitty.
That shit is so
Yeah,
old.
Oh, it's so fucked up.
The gold in it has lead.
It probably does.
So, like,
My wife was like, "It's all like a different color on top." I was like, "Yeah, it's fucked up."
It looks like it's
his
like
daughters are like, "Why do we
embossed.
get headaches every time you wear that shirt?" It's like, oh, I don't know.
It does smell like 2001. Somehow.
Nice.
It has a smell.
I
The
want
smell
that
of
smell.
cherry Faygo and bad decisions.
Bottle that up, man.
Yeah, man.
Sell that. People will buy that.
Yeah, man. I had to
That
dig this
smell.
out of the. I dug this out of the carton for today.
Right?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Man, Ringmaster. So there was some speculation, has it, that we weren't sure what day Ringmaster came out.
Yeah, and it's like I know it seems weird. Look, there's a simple explanation, guys. The wormhole's been opened.
Yeah.
The two realities are merging right now. My reality and the reality you guys are from is merging, so we have two different dates. Actually, matter of fact, to prove this, because I know a lot of you are like, okay, I'll just prove you wrong. Go on Google. Google it. When did Ringmaster come out? Let's see.
I'll do it right now. I'm on Bing. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah, Bing or Google, whatever. Same AI tyrants. But all right. So we got January there. I know, but scroll down. Scroll down though. Scroll down.
So the viewers. Oh, here, I'll show you. Not reversed.
It says January right now, but scroll down though. I'm saying you're going to find sources that say that it's not January.
All right. So Wikipedia says January 28th or some
Right.
shit. There were. All of them now say January 20th. Somebody changed it. Just now.
God damn it, Bing. God damn it, Bing.
Maybe we were Googling earlier. Now we're Binging.
Now,
Bing-
see, released 8th of March,
All right,
1994.
so this is your music.
Rate your music. Okay, so not the best source.
So why is there a discrepancy?
Why is there that discrepancy?
Yeah, someone let us know if anybody knows the exact date, because I'm thinking there were two versions of Ringmaster released.
Yeah.
The one in the two main ones, right? The original and then the Island released in 1998.
Right, yeah.
And I'm wondering maybe if that released in March or January or something.
It's plausible, man.
Maybe everybody's going off the
If you use
one of those releases.
See, I was just pointing out, if you would have used Google, which is the search engine that regular people use, there the results are mixed.
Let's see. ICP Ringmaster
Look up
release date.
Look up Island release.
All right, so we have the big one, obviously, because that's the. But scroll down a little bit because I was seeing a lot of marches in there, man.
This one says January, so we're just a couple months late, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
look, it's Rate Your Music again, saying
Right,
so. They're
8th
the
of
ones
March.
starting this.
Yeah, rate your music.
They fucked it all
Last
up.
FM, it says it came out though.
Oh, here's a
there.
Wikipedia that says March 8th, 1994.
Yeah,
Wait.
right there. There's a Wikipedia.
What the frick?
Did the official
Last FM says March.
Did the official ICP
I'm just-
any social media drop on the day when it happened? Did they
RM
say anything?
The IRAA says March 8th.
Yeah, we should check.
That's the RIAA. That's
All
as
right.
official as it gets, man.
So where's this January date?
I'm telling you guys, what happened was
Did you check? Did
the
you say?
multiverse is blended.
Did you say you looked at their MySpace and see?
No, that's what I'm asking.
Is that what you're over there Googling right now?
Trying to,
Trying to get
yeah.
on their MySpace? See, from 1994. So, all right. So Wikipedia here. Why in the fuck did Wikipedia a minute ago say January?
We never did our shout outs. Sorry.
Fuck them.
No, not
We're
fuck
figuring
them.
something out.
All right, while you figure that out, shout outs to DC Fago guy, Chief Zooligan, our homeboy
Chief-
Vinny Mac.
Hey, shout out Chief Zilligan. He used to be a fan, then was a hater. Now he's back to being on our team again.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming back, homeboy.
Until you hate us again. Sean,
now.
yeah. Shout out to Sean T. Baggins. Shout out to
Salty
Jester,
Baggins.
Jester Beats. Arachnia.
Archray.
Oh, Artray. Sorry, I got horrible. There's a lot of smoke in front of my face. AT Jazzman. In the other universe, I have horrible vision. I normally wear glasses, but I didn't bring them. It's a wormhole.
Crime Eternal.
Yeah, Crime Eternal, the homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
007 in the fucking.
We got Weevil Woovel. Weevil Woovel. That's a dope name.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
That's gay.
You know what? Shut up.
That's gay.
DJ Slug. Did I say Slug already?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I'll give him doubles even if I did.
Shout out DJs. New DJ Slug Broken Fort remix coming out sooner than you fucking think.
Gang, gang, bang your head. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right, so there's your shout outs for all of y'all that are here.
Did you give shout out
right
to
off
Vinnie
the
Mac?
jump. Yes, of course I shout out
All
Vinnie
right,
Mac.
making
Vinnie Mac's
sure.
the motherfucking man.
That's what's
dog.
up. All right, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go with March 8th.
Yeah.
That's what we're going with, right?
We're going with that.
So where the fuck did this January date come from? God,
So fucking
it's so
weird.
confusing.
Yeah.
All right,
It's-
so we
it's crazy.
spent an inordinate amount of time talking about this.
Yeah. Exactly.
I do want to mention this.
But it had to be settled because it's a source of confusion, I think.
That is true.
Yeah.
Just like we settled once and for all that Jay does not kill 12 people in 12. We figured that out live on the show.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's a discovery to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Look at
I
when
thought
we
the whole time.
on Riddlebox's 30th anniversary next year.
Yeah.
We'll go back over it.
All right. Cool. Man, because it's gonna break my heart getting that shattered.
Shit.
Did you?
I really thought he murdered 12 people.
Did you see those football jerseys they put out?
Oh yeah, let's show people those. Those are very dope.
Oh, they
very
got-
dope.
The,
I did not
the
see
ones
that.
with the actual stripes, like football jerseys, those are really fucking dope.
I did not see these.
Yeah, they're
They
All
put-
right.
yeah, so
Let's
ICP
see.
just does. Why? I don't understand the train of thought. They just do random merch drops with no like
I'm thinking this one.
promotion.
I'm thinking this one correlated with the 30th anniversary, so they did like old school shit again. You know,
I was thinking this is probably leftover shit from Juggalo Weekend.
maybe
Yeah.
that's probably a better assessment. But
But they should have done like a Ringmaster thing for the 30th.
that Jekyll Brothers football jersey is really sweet. I want that. I wish they wouldn't do the Wraith, the blue fucking Wraith.
I like
just-
the Blu-ray.
I don't like it, man.
That's
Make him his
cool.
normal fucking color.
What if it was
all
white?
black.
What if it was white?
I don't like the blue Wraith either.
I think it's cool.
I think the blue jersey, if it would have had a red Wraith on it, might have been dope.
Yeah.
But I don't like the blue cloaked Wraith.
I don't
But
know. man.
I do like that football jersey.
Cool shit.
I'd love to get both the Jekyll Brothers. The Ringmaster one's sweet.
Oh, that Juggalette jersey's sick. I think I might cop that
Hell
shit.
yeah, man. Get that.
That one's
Bring it.
it's like a
Have Juggalos wear Juggalette jerseys. That's what we need to start doing, guys.
See, I
Come
want the
on.
Wraith jersey like that, but not the Hell's
Bill.
Pit fucking Wraith.
like this red one. Yeah. Fuck the Hell's Pit Wraith.
I think
No,
that,
the
I think
black
that,
and yellow is the shit, though.
Yeah, I think that Ringmaster one is the one I got on right now.
Dope. Hell yeah, you can see it live in the flesh.
Live and in the cloth. Live and on the flesh.
Yeah, that shit
But
is
I
dope.
wish I had the stripes. I like
Yeah.
the stripe one.
I
stripe
like
one.
that they finally decided to start doing Ringmaster horizontally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never liked the vertical Ringmaster. I think I'm used to it, but it was always a shame. Like, do you remember the blacklight poster they put out for the Ringmaster?
Yes.
Where the Ringmaster logo is like they had to make it like all small in
Yeah.
order for like the vertical logo to
Yeah.
fit on this. It was so
Yeah.
gay, dude.
Yeah, that was the worst
It
one.
was so whack. Oh, look at this fucking hoodie. This is dope as hell.
Fuck yeah.
I'd rock that shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
$90 though. Come on, man. What are y'all doing over there?
They're making money. That's what they're doing.
I would like
They
to
know
s-
Juggalos buy merch.
I would like to see the build of that hoodie. It looked pretty
get that
good.
markup, baby.
Yeah.
I do like those Hatchet Man jug.
Plus, you got to think they're doing all their shipping themselves and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's the vertical.
The age of Amazon.
Yeah, these Jucker Brother Hatchetmans are cool. I don't know. They got a lot of cool new shit there, man. Oh, look.
Yeah.
New South Park ICP shirts. I thought that was fucking sweet.
That is dope.
We haven't seen that since 1999.
You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
barely
fire as
remember
fuck.
the J one. I only remember the Shaggy one.
I have both of them over
Everybody
I
here.
think they
had
saw
the
our. I think they saw our post and they were like, "Oh yeah," and they,
Yeah.
that's what I like to think. you know?
Those shirts are, I mean, those are classics, though. Those are very dope.
Yeah, that's the
Very
shit.
dope.
They look different.
Look,
though.
don't they have a
Yeah.
Rick and Morty one up there too?
Yeah, they did have a Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's
shirt.
fire, bro.
Yep.
Actually, thinking I'm gonna buy that one when I get home.
That's really sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I got the Toy Story, so might as well get the. I like the mashup shirts, man.
Yeah, man. That's
I'm a
what,
fan of those.
that's what we do around here.
I like the mashups.
That's how we do them.
No, go get your ICP
If you
shit.
couldn't tell.
I wish they put Ringmaster back out on vinyl or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
come on.
I know, because it's going up.
Let
If
me
you-
get one.
If you look at it,
What
it's-
is that shit on the left bottom? Shaggy color groove. Ugh, that shit is gunky. I do not like that at all, bro.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
Yeah,
like-
it's
Can't even
just
tell.
gunky. Yeah,
You
it's-
can't even tell it's a hatchet, man.
It's like a paint splatter.
yeah, it just looks like shit. Yeah, sorry, I don't like that one. Anyways,
Look, Archray said Ringmaster came out on January 28th, 1994. It's right. All right, you know what? It's time for a poll. This will be this. The only way we can settle it.
the only
is a
way we
poll.
can settle it for sure is to figure out what universe we're in is to start a poll.
Okay, if
So
that-
this is going to be definitive. What definitive universe is this deck one dealt believe? Because some of our fans would have come when the merge happened. Some of these people in the chat came from the other reality, and some were here. See, like Chief Zool even said, like, wait, I was a hater. He's always loved deck one dealt. So you might know a different Chief Zool. They might have crossed. I wasn't even aware until Shitstick informed me. I don't know how he knows so much. But yeah, that guy's fucking smart.
All right, 129, 1994. Is that what we're
intelligent man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Shitstick is he's an interesting fellow.
Yeah.
It- Okay, so if it is January, then where is the March coming from, and why? Why is that a
a good
thing?
question,
Why
man.
is that even a thing? If it's absolutely certain that January 28th is the release date, why is March even in there?
Yeah, where are these dates coming from? God, help me, please, someone.
Like I'm saying, I'm wondering if Island released theirs like a week later than the original date and just said, re-release anniversary, Island release,
We'll find out once and for all. And whatever the poll says is what we'll have to go with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Because no, that's law.
That is law.
Yeah.
That is law. So
Poll is law
if
around
the
here.
law, yeah, 100%. We know that. How are you? Like, but anyway, anything else happened like before we get on to this?
Yes.
Like there is some few big things that happened.
There's a just in the past week they announced that Gmo announced a new album. Well, we knew he did that song with Stu Bangas, right?
Yeah.
We watched the video, but now it's released. It's been revealed that it's a full album he's doing
Yeah.
with Stu Bangas called Filth City.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No, I have not seen
Oh,
that.
okay, cool. Here, I'll get you hip.
Yeah,
have
the gimmick with the Sin City shit.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
man.
so sweet.
I'm hoping he's dropping some Frank Miller stuff in there, and
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be all over because his Filth Element album was
Yeah.
just full of Fifth Element references,
Yeah.
like the whole thing. It was great. So I'm sure he'll do the same shit. So yeah, his Filth City. Oh, they got vinyls at Stu Banga's website.
damn,
I know
Shit.
that fucking artwork is sweet. They
that shit is.
they
dope.
did it perfect,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah, that does look.
Holy shit! That
Well, you can
looks
get a
sweet.
T-shirt. I might get that T-shirt, CD, and vinyl. Ugh, that's so dope.
Damn, he's killing it, man.
But yeah, man. So
The
yeah,
thing about it is his shit, his merch is dope, and the album's going to be fucking fire.
I'm gonna try to play
Dude's
this.
a workhorse.
Yeah, I commented on it when he first posted about Filth City. I commented like, "Are we still getting Huckleberry Filth?" And he said something like, "Oh, of course, you know, that's still coming out. This is just extra or whatever, you know." So very tight. New video on 3/8. Oh, I didn't really see that the new video. We can go watch that.
So I'm wondering how long that album's going to be. This one.
I mean, it's got the whole track list right here. Hold on. I can't zoom in. I can't figure it out. There we go. Very tight though. Very happy for more Gmo. Love it. Love it.
The return of Killer Karaoke.
Glad to see it.
So I want to talk about this. We'll watch the video in a second too, but I do want to mention that
Attacking the Ninjas.
like, dude, Astronomicon is just getting better and better.
It looks sweet.
I like everything I see about it, I'm like, damn, I kind of want to go to Astronomicon. Like, look, they got a return of Killer Karaoke with, you know, Boondocks, Buckshot, our homeboy, maybe Insane E.
Yeah.
You know?
We love you, Insane.
we love you,
Insane E.
Yeah, he's gonna redeem himself with us. I just like super famous Funtime guys did with me. I'm sure Insane E will with me.
Absolutely, man.
He's got a new album, I think, dropping next week.
He's the truth.
Anyways, but nevertheless, Astronomicon, man, looks cool. They got that. Then they got this Attack of the Ninjas show. Look, Twisted, Boondocks, Gmo, Young Wicked, ROC, Blaze, ABK, AXE, AMB, Underground Avengers, and whoever, Kaleido, whoever that is.
Okay.
You know, that's so fucking dope.
Damn, yeah, that's a fucking lineup. Yo.
Look at that lineup.
I mean, it's just their lineup, but still, that's a fucking lineup.
Yeah, I mean, their lineup is enough.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
I mean, their lineup is basically
our old school.
Yeah,
it was our old school Juggalo.
Other than ICP,
take out ICP
with AXE added. You know, it's so dope, very dope.
But then you know,
man, if you can make it to Attack of the Ninjas, go.
With ICP, you gotta like put up with like Ouija.
They put up with. Yeah, man.
You're like, here we go. Great.
It just makes it so much more heartbreaking that like they'll never work it out, you know, and we won't see them together at the gathering and shit, or even doing each other's
Who knows?
shows.
Maybe one day, like the Violent J will just like wake up and be like, I need to just make up with those guys. Maybe one day that'll just. All right.
Oh yeah, Jay's known for his responsible or his maturity in handling situations like this. Absolutely, I'm sure one day he'll wake up and be like, you know what? Let's make up with Twisted just to get the old days back. And Young Wicked, come on over for dinner some night.
Hey, you never know.
I wouldn't even call him Young Wicked. He'd call him Otis or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Otis. Nah, man. Never. That shit is buried. But like that, the world is still alive. You know what I mean? But yes, that compadre shit or whatever, that's just done.
Yeah, we know.
All right.
Ugh. Oh.
That reminds me of that Creed quote. I've been in cults, both as a leader and a follower. You have a lot more fun as a follower, but make a lot more money as a leader.
Yeah. Wow, you just dropped a Puff Daddy fucking diss.
Puff Daddy's been in some shit lately.
Oh yeah, about time.
Fucking yeah. About time. Hey, NBA Jam. But yeah. Look,
bars are fucking venomous. I do wish there was more going on in the video than just standing in the red room.
I know. I'm just like
Like, I feel like he just like walked into this room at like a club or something, was like, yo, what the fuck's this room for? And they're like, nothing, we just have red lights in this bitch. And he's like, shit, can I use this for a
Yeah.
video?
I mean,
this
pretty
room looks
much.
sick as fuck. That's
what it looks like.
Or it's like some dude's recording studio. They're like, do you not have foam in here to capture like sound waves and shit? He's like, no, just the red lights.
Bro, if you're releasing singles and shit, like
Yeah.
you might as well record a little simple video, you know?
Church.
I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
I just like the concept of recording in a small, I don't know, shipping container.
Yeah.
it does kind of seem like he's doing like, oh, this is where the cults happen. This is like a room where a sacrifice happens.
Oh, you get that, Phil?
Yeah, because that's kind of what he's rapping about, right? He keeps talking he's rapping about
I mean,
cults
murderers
and-
eat
The song's called
motherfuckers.
Evil Plans.
Yeah, so I mean, he's talking about dropping cults. He's talking about Puff Daddy because Puff Daddy's in with that shit. Kind of, you know, the theories of that. Seems like he's, and this kind of reminds me of like the red is signifying like the evil, the cult shit, the blood sacrificing type shit. That's what I'm getting from it.
I must not know enough about cults. I didn't know. I figured like cults did it in the wood, like sacrifices in the woods. You
Well,
always hear
yeah.
about that shit. Like all these politicians went out to these woods, or you know, I don't know. I always thought they did it in the woods.
Probably
for some
do them in
reason.
mansions
Well,
and
that's what-
fucking everything.
You know, Bohemian Grove. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. But.
yeah. Well, I don't mean to put cults in a box.
Yeah,
I'm
Come on,
sure.
man.
I'm sure it's cults. You can do whatever the fuck
Yeah,
you want.
man, come on, man. There's
There's cults out there.
There's
Chris,
woke cults.
Chris, stop being so fucking old.
dude. There's cults out there that are thinking beyond the stuff you don't even know about.
dude. You're thinking of like Hollywood cults, bro.
Dude,
you don't know shit.
Bro, you don't know about these 21st century cults.
Do you know how progressive cults are nowadays? Women,
Dude,
women get to choose whether or not they want to be part of the orgy. Okay,
Yeah. The women don't have to all fuck the guy anymore.
they don't
Okay?
have to. You can decide. You're only required to twice a year. Holy
Okay,
holidays.
they usually still have to suck them off. All right.
Yeah, and they do not take advantage of minors anymore under the age of 11.
You
They've
gotta
stopped
draw the
that.
line somewhere.
They've stopped that in cults.
The thing about cults is you're not allowed. Abortion is illegal in cults because you have to have the baby so you can sacrifice it later.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Because you can only afford so many goats when your only income is selling tchotchkes
That's how you
online.
get. That's how you get the adrenochrome.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to go back and listen to that and get all them lines because I don't know what all he said. We were talking through some of it, but I'm.
They
look
sucked, honestly. That song's kind of shit.
Look up DMX if you want to look into cult shit. Look up DMX and his cover where he was in the bathtub full of blood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look
Flesh
up
on
that
my
shit.
flesh.
Flesh on my flesh.
There's definitely some stuff went on with that people that were behind making that album have came out and said.
Are you saying DMX was into some satanic shit?
he didn't want to be? He actually came out and said he didn't want to. He didn't want to do that.
He
shit.
did not want to be satanic.
He did not. He was, but then that's why he got all like.
But why is he
religious
Dark
and-
Man X though? That's pretty satanic.
He got religious later on.
I think putting X at the end of your name means you're satanic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lil
DM
Nas.
DMX.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Well, everyone says DMX was a holy man, but I was playing.
Degeneration.
I don't want to talk shit about DMX. I can't do that.
Degeneration X.
Degeneration X. Yeah. Look at my
Satanic.
crotch. Look at my.
Satanic.
Yep. They were making little crosses and
Yeah.
then humping the cross.
Yeah, they're fucking the cross when they did that.
Fucking the cross.
That's
That's
actually
satanic.
That's actually true.
Yeah, that's satanic.
Another thing, look
I've
up
ever
Rick
known
Ross has been on tape saying that they sacrifice goats and shit.
Oh,
like
cool.
where he came from.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to sacrifice a goat, man,
Yeah.
to appease the gods.
I mean,
That's
it's out
we're
there.
juggalos to appease the dark carnival. You just have to sacrifice like
Fago?
joints and fagos, joints, fagos, and hundreds and hundreds of gas
Yeah,
canisters.
Juggalos is a pretty, as far as cults go, it's a pretty light one.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not
We're
bad.
we're an easy cult. You
Like
know?
you can fuck the leader if you
Yeah,
want.
you can. Yes,
You probably could.
Yeah, because, hey, get in line. Like, buy a pass. If you got big tits, you can fuck the leader.
You could.
There
For
are
sure.
definitely orgies.
There's a
you have
path-
to find the right campsite at the gathering. There are orgies going on at the gathering for sure. At the Hotel 8.
Hey, chanting like a motherfucker.
Yeah, chanting. Yeah,
It's
we have
nonstop.
chants. Whoop whoop.
I mean-
family, family. You know, like
Isn't the hayride this year at the gathering cult themed?
It was.
Is it cult themed?
It's exorcism themed.
Exorcism.
Okay.
So there you go. Like, we
Satanic,
have
without a doubt.
signs
Yeah,
and
for sure.
symbolism. We worship idols. I mean, come on,
Something
it's a
satanic
cult.
related.
It's a cult, but it's a fun cult.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun cult. We're not gonna have you drink any Faygo and die from. You will die of diabetes, but I'm talking about like direct, like from poison in the Faygo.
Very few people have probably died from Faygo.
Right.
poisoning.
There's definitely someone out there who's died from
As-
diabetes from Faygo.
As someone who's made Faygo, I can definitely say I've definitely not accidentally poisoned any Faygo.
He's like, as someone who's made Faygo, I can tell you because I'm bound to through something I signed that no one has
Satan
ever
posse.
fallen into a Faygo vat and we continued making soda.
Yeah.
That has
Satan
never
posse.
ever happened.
Satanic.
By the way, family of Eduardo, we're very sorry.
I was looking at the chat.
Yeah, please.
Meg's Diamond in the chat said on my Wikipedia. Does everybody have separate Wikipedias?
Oh wow!
Do we have personalized Wikipedias?
I thought it was all one. I thought Wikipedia. I thought it was. I go to Wikipedia.xr. Isn't that the one
because-
everyone uses?
It's because you guys are thinking too
Wikipedia-
narrow. You guys are thinking too narrow. Meg is a big picture thinker, so she
Yeah.
knows that the realities have merged. So she was saying in her reality,
Oh.
her Wikipedia says
Gotcha.
January 28th.
Damn.
I
She don't
went
know
to-
what ours
All right,
says.
let me try it again.
So I'm sorry for saying stupid things.
WICKE.
Get
Not
boys.
thinking
Get
bigger.
boys.
Is it Wicked or Wicketpedia?
Wicked?
Wicked.
Wicked?
Is it Wicketpedia?
Wicked?
Wikipedia.
Wicked P.
Wicked? I think it's WICKED. Pedia. Wikipedia.
Wikidpedia.
Wikipedia. WICKED. And then PEDIA. Yeah, there we go.
Is
Wikipedia.
that's on this album, isn't it?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
is. Oh yeah.
I need to get that as a drop.
Wicked.
I need to make a note of that.
Hi there, little boy. What's round like a ball, or looks like a ball, shaped like a ball, but doesn't bounce like a ball? I don't know what. Your daddy is nugget.
So yes. All right. So wait.
Clown style.
What else was going on in the chat? Crime Eternal said, "I'll call in and explain the confusion of the release dates, please. If you can explain the release date here, I'll open up the phone lines. If people do want to call in and try to chime in, by all means,
Yes, our homeboy,
007.
007 says that he's going to be able to call in and clear up the air.
So if you can, please do. 970-633-2586. That's 970-6-6.
Yes. AT Jasmine says it's not a cult. The Dark Carnival is the one true religion. Something that a cult member would say, but I agree. I've drank at least 1 2-liter of Faygo Cola since I was 8. I'm now 39. No diabetes for me. Damn.
Yet.
See,
Did
I'm now 39 myself, and let me tell you, bro, my doctor has told me through my recent blood work that I'm knocking on that door. He said that I am pre-diabetic.
Gotta be
my
careful,
friends. Yep.
homeboy.
He said pre-diabetic. And when he tells me I'm full diabetic, I'll stop drinking soda.
Alchemist, I agree.
Oh, what did he say? Sorry.
What did he say?
What's he saying?
Alchemist, hot take. Ringmaster is better than Riddlebox. Hey, man.
I prefer Ringmaster. They're both great, but
it can be
I agree.
argued. I have more of Riddlebox holds a bigger place in my heart, but Ringmaster
Sure.
Ringmaster holds a chunk of it as well, for sure.
I put Ringmaster, Riddlebox, and Great Malenko like all on a level playing ground. I think all 3 of those are pretty sacred for me. Only because, look, sometimes I want lobster tail, sometimes I want filet mignon,
Yeah.
you know, and sometimes I want scallops.
Hell
but it
yeah.
doesn't mean that either of the 3 are better than the others. It's just what am I in the mood for at the time.
It's like face, tits, and ass. You can move them around to each spot.
I think as far as
know.
like young ICP being like the thugs kind of ICP sound, I think that Ringmaster has the best sound of that. like the thug young, like fuck you ICP,
Yeah.
like we're reckless. Let's fucking like when they were kind of like yo fuck you, you know what I mean? With Southwest, they had that mentality.
Yeah.
Once they went over to
super gritty Southwest style shit.
yeah. Once the Clark Park shit. Once they went over to Ringmaster or Riddlebox, it became
Their gimmicks really
carny.
kicked in.
Yeah, that's when you started hearing more of that
Yeah.
carnival kind of
like fun carnival. I think
Yeah.
Ringmaster had like a gritty, dark carnival, and then Riddlebox was like funny, fun, more
Yeah.
theatrical.
word.
Yeah, it's definitely when Mike.
Malenko has
First,
like
like-
the most like theatrical. I
Yeah,
think.
Malenko's
That's
like
the most-
movies. Like,
Yeah,
It's like almost like you can see it as a movie now.
Yeah, I think Ringmaster's really where Mike was honing that initial real ICP.
Yeah, I
sound,
think that
you
was their first album that
with
had
Mike,
that.
wasn't it? Wasn't
Yeah.
that their first album with Mikey
Well,
Clark?
I think
Like
he,
all the way through.
probably that may be because I know he was on.
I know.
Carnival
I'm
and
almost
shit.
100%. Yeah, he's on Carnival.
He might have done all of Beverly Kills.
Really? Okay, I'm not sure.
Well, I know in
but-
Isham, I think Isham did a beat on that album.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
too
I think
sure. but
Ringmaster
we'd
is
have to-
all Mikey Clark.
Yeah, I
This is all
think-
purely speculation.
I think when Ringmaster came out,
no
there,
experts.
Mikey Clark really honed that sound. and
he
that
said
was
he
their
left
first-
a message.
Oh, it should
So
have
he
came
must have not
through.
picked up.
I don't know.
Unless he called like a random person.
It might not have been loaded or something. I'm sorry.
I see.
It's loaded up now. Here, I see your message. Hold on.
All right, so we're gonna play this because our homeboy left a message. So let's see.
Bruh, since y'all didn't answer, well, my theory is,
We suck.
Sorry.
so in the book they said that the original pressing was fucked up. It was like a pressing of 40,000, I believe. So in turn, they just kept them, you know, and they still put it out. That's why if you have one of those fucked up pressings, they're kind of rare, you know what I'm saying, and collectible. And then, you know, you got to think, man, that was 1994. You know, you couldn't get 40,000 pressings of cassettes and tapes in a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, in less than a month at least. So, you know, it makes sense for it to be January 28th and then March 9th or whatever. So that's my theory. That's what makes sense to me. And that's what I'm running with.
I see. So he's saying like
It was originally
like the
dropped in
initial
January.
pressing was like that's when we hit the streets with it. Maybe like
Hold on. So the initial pressing was January 28th, and
January.
then they repressed it.
maybe I think what he's saying is like they must have had to press more and put it in stores probably at that time.
By March 8th.
Maybe that's what I'm taking from
Okay.
that. Right?
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
So it
That's
took
about
that
right.
long to like get them to get the represses for the fixed ones back and put them in.
He could
Well,
have
what was-
reiterated, but we suck at picking
what was
up the
wrong with
phone,
it?
so.
What was wrong with the original pressing? What do you mean?
I don't know.
I didn't.
I,
I didn't know there was like a
It says
rare
it's in
versus-
behind the paint. We just don't know the book.
If yeah. I mean, we used to fucking hold it here at the table and read it during the show as scripture,
yeah.
as
Pretty
a
much.
cult would.
We still do almost every single day.
I read it
we,
to my
we
kids
start Sunday
still.
in the other universe.
Yeah,
But,
I still read it to my
It
kids
happens.
every night before they go to bed.
exactly. And they're like it's
They're
just
like,
church.
and they're like, I'm seven.
I
They're like,
don't
I'm
wanna listen."
17. I know it all.
Right,
are you
right.
are you still using my copy?
Yeah.
Are the pages still sticking together, or are they
Some of them. I was able
okay.
to take off most of them. It's usually
All
it's
right,
the
all
ones
right.
that were sticking together. Usually just the pictures of
Gotcha.
Jay and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
so.
yeah.
That's so weird. I've been having the same problem at my house with like all of my photo albums of my mom, the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
that I was showing you that one
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's so weird. I don't know what makes the pages do that. Anyway,
yeah. Can we move on?
Just
Yeah.
it's old age.
Yeah, can we? Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they melt like the plastic starts to fuse.
Yeah.
the clowns have been making their rounds. They've been hitting the podcast not only as singlets but as doublets.
Yeah. So they were on your mom's house
Yep.
last
Your
week.
mom's house, bootleg Kev.
We talked about
It was
Bootleg
back,
Kev
yeah, it
last
was
week.
back, yeah.
I know they went on No Jumper, right?
Yeah, no jumper. It hadn't aired yet. But
I guess Violent J did go on Kill Tony,
yeah.
but just Jay did.
Oh,
But Kill
okay.
Tony always airs 2 weeks out, like it's always a 2 week like behind. So we won't see that till probably either next week or the
Next
week
week or-
before.
I can't wait
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's literally my worlds colliding, man.
Yeah.
I've watched Kill Tony every fucking week, still every Monday as it airs. You know,
Oh, he's
Yeah.
just a good stand-up.
yeah, he's funny, man.
He's
So-
a good crowd. He does great crowd work.
Yes. Tony's the man. The show is great because it's just them. It's essentially just them roasting all these open mic comics that come up. And
Yeah, I saw one where they had Bill Burr on.
Yeah.
And they brought this dude on, and Bill Burr got into like a Dukes match with the dude who runs it. like that skinnier kind of guy who he kind of talks like
Might have been Jeremiah. The
probably
old
he's
band
like
leader.
he's basically like the main host, but like
That's Tony.
yeah, Tony. That might be Tony. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
Tony.
no.
But yeah, but Bill Burr got into it with him because like when they brought the dude out, they played like shitty like music, so like you expected him, and Bill Burr's like the guy came up and fucking flopped, and they were like, so that was like your best, and Bill Burr's like, well, yeah, what do you fucking expect him to do when he walks up and you're playing his fucking shitty music? You start him off on a bad fucking foot, and then the guy's like, well, I didn't think the music was bad. He's like, I'm trying to fucking help you here. yeah.
Dude, Kill Tony rules. Highly recommend it. So if Jay's going on that, I'm sure it'll be a good time, man.
Hell yeah.
That's the show Ric Flair walked off of a few weeks ago or a couple months ago. It was pretty funny.
What, because he got disrespected?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck Ric Flair. Ric Flair seems super soft, man.
Yeah, he's soft.
He's
He
soft
walked
as
out. He
fuck,
walked
bro.
out of the gathering.
Yeah. He came out on the guy. I saw that clip where he came out, started talking, and like something didn't even hit him, but flew by him, and he like turned around, looked at the bottom, and was like, "Good night,
Yeah. Yeah, Ric
good
Flair.
night, everybody. Good night." Woo!
Ric Flair don't give a fuck anymore, man.
He's like, he's got like 3 of his brain cells left, and they're enough to like. He has that Ozzy disorder where he has enough to like walk and repeat things he said 20 years ago. But yeah, that's basically. He's like, "Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to have a good time? Party at the Gathering of Juggalos? Come on, everybody's ready to party at the Gathering of Juggalos."
I love your Ric Flair. It's so funny.
It's like a mix between Ozzy
Yeah,
and like.
come on, let's get what we're gonna do, guys.
It's
You
not-
know what we're gonna do? It's gonna
Ric Flair has
party, guys.
Ric Flair has ditchers, so he like over pronounces some words and
Yeah,
shit.
shit, that's the thing. Like, he'll get it real excited. You can't really tell it. I am the champion.
You're-
The champion.
Your Ric Flair sounds like a mix between Ozzy and the Carnival of Carnix bit.
That's what he is. That's probably why they had him at the gathering. Like Jay heard it and was like, "Is that the Carnival of Carnix?" Carnival of Carnage. That's the same voice Jay heard in his dreams from the carnival. You have to make 6 Joker's cards.
That's so funny. All right, so Gmo video, good stuff.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what we were
Gmo's the
going
shit.
back.
Mission Infect came out this week.
Yeah, sweet. So big. That was a big surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
People. I mean, we have a couple big. I call them Mission Infect heads. That's what I call them.
Yeah, the Infected.
The Infecteds. There's a couple Infecteds in our Discord who told us about this album coming out, and
Yeah.
it was only 7 tracks.
Yeah.
And it was 7 tracks of bars, just bars.
It was, yeah. That's kind of my view on the album personally is there was a fucking great show, right? But it didn't give me a lot of reason to come back to the show. That's me personally. Now, granted, the lyricism, top fucking notch, outstandingly impressive bars. It's the shit.
It's called
But
Armageddon.
Each song, though,
Yeah.
I didn't like. It didn't hook me. That's just me personally.
It's high level rapping.
Yeah, high level
and,
rapping. And it's a very hip hop, high level, like underground rap, horrorcore rapping album. But yeah,
How many,
Old Man Flow though, that was a very familiar beat.
Yeah, so Old Man Flow came on. Here, I'll play it here.
Yeah. I was like, I've heard this beat before.
I know why I can't hear it. It's muted. Hold on, this might be loud. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Yeah, as soon as it came on, I heard this. I was like, man, why is this beat so familiar?
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, long live evil.
Yeah. Long live evil. I've been bumping this shit in the car.
Yeah.
He's like, something I haven't done yet. I'm upset. I just want here. I see I can't remember which guy it is. Billy
Yep.
Obey at the beginning. But then then this guy comes in. Gruesome. Hey, somebody who's like good at cutting and chopping needs to just make a version of this song with both guys, all the guys on it. You know, I'll make it a big posse cut because that's. I mean, that's what it was like.
Yeah, that would be the shit.
Super Famous Fun Time guys. They even said like, "When we posse up and drop a posse cut," you know.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
Yeah. Somebody make like a nice 7-minute long track.
Like a long ass cipher. And they did something completely different on the hook and shit, made it their own, you know.
Yeah.
I do like that. I mean, this whole album's just them talking shit about how dope they are, which is fine by me.
Yeah, that's hip hop 101.
You know?
You know what I mean? Hip hop is very much a
There's
bravado
Loki.
art form. Yeah, Loki always fucking murders it.
I like that.
It's
Old
like-
school vibe with a new school plan. That's dope.
Yeah. Mission Effect is just like him and like it's Loke and all his people, right?
Yeah. There's like 7 or 8 of them. If you go to the Mission Effect Instagram, like it shows all of them.
Loki,
and
Dubs,
shit.
Gruesome, Bad Luck, Malaria.
Dubs shows up. He's one of those fun time guys, you know?
Yeah, The Wicked One, Dirty.
How
Mad
many
Max.
more? How many Mission Effect albums are there?
There's a bunch. So look, I'm not super hip to Mission Effect. Like,
Do they drop like every year?
No, I guess that's
No.
why this was a big deal, is because they don't come out that often.
Yeah.
Let me go to where am I trying to go to? I was trying to go to the artist.
Yeah, just click it right there.
All right, so the Mission Effect, their first album was 2007.
Yeah, they had a shitload in 17. No, that was like a 3-parter.
All right, so look, the last one was in 2023. Okay. So they had one in 2017 before
That was
that.
like 4 phases.
But then again, I do just have albums selected. It might be, EPs or whatever. Yeah, 2017 though. Before that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nevertheless, so Chemical Threats, phase 1, 2, 3, and 4, all through out the 20 teens.
Yeah.
Asphyxiation in 2009. So a lot of shit, but I wasn't hip to none of this. So get hip, I guess. I will say I did go back once I heard this was coming out. I went back and listened to Chemical Threats Phase 1 because that was the first album. I was like, all right, let me try it, and it's just some straight up raw 2007 horrorcore, bro. It's dope though. That's
his wheelhouse.
It's
Or their wheelhouse.
I mean, it's my wheelhouse. I was listening to it like, all right. I'll say
Yeah.
that. Like, I was listening to it, really digging it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, F slurs galore. I was in heaven.
It's like anytime it's like, and it's a drag when you're acting like a fag. He's
Good shit though, man. So check that shit out. I highly recommend. There's some cool shit on there. They're doing. And Mission Effect's doing some fun shit. They said, and by they I mean my homeboys and whoever it was, Gage and DC, I think, in our Discord. They
Our
said that they
experts.
supposedly put this album together in just a couple of weeks.
yeah.
So it goes to show you can put out something dope. You could put out a dope album within
In a-
just a few weeks
When you're working hard.
if you work really
If
hard.
you're hard workers.
When you're constantly writing too.
You constantly write and constantly work hard.
I know. And you don't play Final Fantasy.
And yes,
God, it's so good.
Because if you got a stack of fucking verses, man, you can pull from them. You know,
man,
like,
sure.
hey, we're doing an album. Get your verses out, pull, and just especially an album like this where you're just throwing bars together.
Yeah.
You can put, it's just a recording process and getting it, mixed and ready to go is probably the longest part.
word.
Writing takes forever, so writing is a long process.
Yes.
You gotta have a bank to pull out of.
If
know?
I mean, unless you just are. I mean, some people are just so prolific. I mean, take Ouija Mac for example. He's prolific. He can just,
oh yeah.
he can pump them out. I mean, do you really think he has just like a pool of thousands of verses that he's written over
I
the
think
years?
any rapper who does it for a living is probably constantly writing, and they're pulling stuff out of their pool. They're writing it on the spot, like everything.
I think Ouija Mac does more of like the Jay-Z type of style.
Ouija Mac?
Everybody says
Where he's just rapping.
You
random
said
bars.
he does Jay-Z style?
Yes, where he's just rapping. But I didn't say he's good.
I
as
almost
Jay-Z.
want to leave the show.
I didn't say he was as good as Jay-Z.
No, it's not even that same style though.
I'm saying he's
Ouija
going in-
doesn't go like Jay-Z's a fucking lyricist.
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying by any means that I mean to compare.
you mean
him
more like
that.
maybe
Gotcha.
more like Lil Wayne, like you just get on there and
I
start
meant
freestyling.
yes. You get in the studio and just rap bars, and you don't care about how they sound in the end, and then you walk out of the studio like, there's my album.
See, that's what everybody claims they do and like
Yeah.
wants to be, but I
wait.
don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't really believe like everybody just walks in the studio and makes the fucking grand opus and leaves. Like I don't.
No,
believe that
That's
happens.
that's
I don't
not
believe
how.
that either.
That's not how it happened. Jay-Z got that trait put on him, but it was a highly exaggerated trait.
Yeah.
Factually, he doesn't write anything, but that doesn't mean he walks in and he goes, "I hit record.
Yeah.
Here I go with the hustle," and then like spits his bars and he's done. That means he walks in the studio and he goes, yeah, record. I got something."
He's in there for
And then-
hours.
Yeah, exactly. He spends
Hours.
he spends his time and he'll rap 2 or 3, 4 bars and then he'll sit back down and he'll think of something else and then he'll come up. He
Yeah.
works on the spot. He records it as he's coming up with
Works
it.
on the spot.
Not that he's
chips away at it as he goes.
magic. Yeah.
No, you know what? I take it back. Ouija Mac is as prolific as Jay-Z.
I will. All right. Well, look, I just want to say that tomorrow, okay, when you walk out to your car tires pop, just remember that you said Jay-Z and Ouija Mac are the same prolific.
I mean,
That's insane. Look,
I mean, is Ouija
I don't
Mac
give a
not
fuck.
Juggalo Jay-Z?
I don't even listen to Jay.
I mean-
look, I don't even listen to Jay-Z, but at the same time, like Ouija Mac is more in the category of like,
He's Juggalo Trippy Red. I know.
yeah, Trippy Red, yeah, or like fucking, I don't the Gucci Gang guy, Lil
Yeah.
Peep or what?
Fuck,
No,
fuck
Lil
that
Peep is our, I
representative of
don't
Juggalo
know,
YouTube.
whatever. Lil Pink,
Little Pink.
Lil Pink, yeah.
So what we got going on in the chat? There's some people.
I'm going off on
speaking
so
of
many random
slurs.
tangents tonight.
we are getting on some tangents.
Let's move on to more silly shit.
Yes. Genocide Cutter is comparing Benny the Butcher to Low Key.
Right.
Is he comparing or saying?
He said Benny the Butcher is better than Low Key. There, I said it. That's a comparison.
A humble among his your time slot now, interviewing the Kroger. Well, good.
I
He
don't
can-
care.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can do his show whenever he wants.
Look,
Cheers,
man, that's
yeah.
great.
I was gonna say, hell yeah, good. I'm glad he can do a show whenever he wants. More cheers to homeboy.
The Kroger. I like how he said the Kroger version of FaceTime Mummy.
That is funny. Yeah,
That's rude.
yeah. Face Tax is shit. Face Tax is
love
shit. We
Face
love
Tax
Face
Mommy.
Tax. She's the shit.
FaceTime Mommy, come on
Operative.
deck Wendell.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do
Open
this.
invite.
Let's do it. Open invite.
All right. Other than that, though, what's populating? What's populating?
Well, we're talking about. I think other than that, in the Juggalo world, that about sums up the news. I know we're definitely talking about the Ringmaster today because I didn't get to touch on it when you guys did it originally, and
Yeah, let's listen to it.
it's a fucking great album, man.
Let's listen. Let's kick back and open up a
Just go
Fago and
And just talk about memories.
take a trip down memory lane with us. Why don't you?
Yeah, you know, I did want to mention that. You know, we started out as a nostalgic show.
Yeah.
You know, we started out paying homage.
No, you know what?
Amish.
You know what?
Amish. We start out
Amish.
paying the Amish.
Pay the Amish.
Everyone
Yeah.
out there, pay the Amish.
Our show is about paying the
Yeah,
Amish.
we pay the
Drive
Amish.
to your nearest Amish community
They
and just
actually,
give them money, and they'll be confused, and you just say, "Take the money."
Yeah,
and
they
leave.
actually built our table,
They did.
yeah.
and yeah, the Amish.
This
are
is
great.
real
They-
Amish wood.
They weaved this blanket back
They
here.
did. They
Sorry.
did, in fact.
That's pretty wobbly. That's not actually Amish. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's ish.
Oh,
It's Amish-ish.
It's Amish. Yeah. Okay, got you. So this, there we,
We
That's why you're here, by the way.
so yeah, we started doing you know,
Mike
a
keeps
nostalgic
talking.
show. That's really our roots.
Absolutely. Our roots.
Yes,
But they've
yeah.
now sprouted
They have
wax-
sprouted.
into us talking about Mission Infect.
Normally
and shit.
you-
Yeah.
Why? Why?
one thing that's a little
It's like I'm
different. One thing that's a little different about Ringmaster opening. Most albums open with like an intro that kind of has the card.
So yeah,
Yes,
I think
yes.
I think they were kind of figuring it out.
Yeah, we've
you know?
talked about that. But that being said, this is one of my favorite ICP intros of all
it's
time.
great.
Oh yeah, it's the shit.
You talk about Carney sound. This is a true Carney.
This is the Carney sound. Ding ding ding
Yes.
ding. Ding. That's literally the carnival
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And that when that beat hits, it just I
Yes.
mean it slaps.
Mike knocked it out of the fucking park.
And I think this is an epic too. It's epic. You know, they're talking about the whole story of the carnival here. This wraps it all up.
Yes.
Souls coming in wax.
Like when I heard Wax Museum first, I thought it was like a museum where you went and watched people masturbate. I was wrong.
Oh,
I was wrong.
You know, I've been to one of those
Really? Yes. Were you as a viewer or as a displayer?
as a whacker.
As a whacker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice. Do they pay for that, or is it just you're there because you want to be?
Speaking of,
I mean, they pay me.
They pay you, yeah.
Speaking
But
of
there's
that-
some guys that just want to be there.
is there a wax doll of your mom?
Yes, there is not.
Okay.
There is not. They couldn't get the face
I
right.
mean, I whacked to a doll of his mom.
That's
I can
what
let
I'm
you
at.
borrow mine.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Please do. The
Sorry.
picture,
For the right price, you can have the real thing.
the pictures just don't do it for me anymore. You know.
Right, exactly. Sometimes you got to have the real thing, and if not, wax.
I love Jay's voice here.
So dope.
Yeah, motherfucker. He was just so angry here.
Yeah, I said this is the most Southwest ICP album for sure.
Rip your little ass, bitch, boy. We're just clowns. See, he lays it out right, all
Yeah.
right here, like the entire thing. It's all right here.
I remember growing up, like when we were younger, I didn't like the Ringmaster. It was one of my least favorite cards.
Yeah.
Keep it real. But I remember you were always like a big proponent for Ringmaster.
I always
it was
loved
like
it.
always
What
one of your
did you,
favorites.
what did you see that? I mean, because I'm like Chris too. Like back then, I didn't appreciate it as much. Like,
You know what it really was, I think, for me?
what did you see that we didn't?
I got Ringmaster before Riddlebox.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I heard Ringmaster before I heard Riddlebox. Believe it or not.
that's it then.
Yeah.
I always just thought it was because you were like one of the most quick to throw down. So, like you were like, you
I-
dug it
yeah.
because it has kind of more of that thuggy.
I
feel.
did like
Yeah,
the
thug
more
feel.
I did like the more aggressive kind of sound, like he said, the Southwest, the gritty
Yes.
stuff. The more I liked that a little bit better.
gangster
Yeah. Now that being said, Riddlebox has its place. I mean, it is an incredible album, but I just think I got this one first, and then shortly after I got Riddlebox. But I just always loved this one as a nostalgic thing.
Yeah.
Because to me, when I got Riddlebox, that was like the new, it was still kind of relatively new. And like that was what,
Yeah,
so
I
to me,
see.
it was like the newer album.
I see. Yeah. No, I get it. If you got, I mean, like, there's something to be said about like, there's a small window, in like a teenager's life, man. Like, if you can get in something into that window, man,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
like you're in. You're fucking in. And
Yeah.
like it's interesting. Like Ringmaster got in there first. I think that's really all it took. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ringmaster was the first, I think I fell in love with him. Ninja was the very first song I ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, that song is special to me because of that, too. I love one of my favorite songs of all
I
time.
mean, that
by
was
them.
made like probably immediately after. It could have
Yeah.
even been a throwaway
What-
from this album.
What cards did y'all get down? I was like Jekyll. I was a pretty late bloomer at first deck. But when did y'all get down?
I got down right after Malenko came out.
Right
like,
after
is when
Malenko.
I was introduced.
I think I got down the summer, like Malenko. I think whenever Malenko came out, it was shortly right before that.
So it was Malenko era for you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was right before that, and I only had Ringmaster and Riddlebox and Tunnel of Love to really go off of at that point because that's what my friends had, and then Riddlebox dropped. I think I heard it that summer or Malenko,
Yeah.
and it was with actually my buddy. We'll just call him Dan.
Oh, okay.
And his girlfriend had it. We were in
Oh, Dan. Okay.
we were in a truck, and his girlfriend was playing it when Riddlebox, and it was like Malenko when it first came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Ringmaster just has this thing. It has this kind of, I don't know. You can almost
I know.
touch it. You can hold it. It's like fucking heavy. It's like a heavy, boomy, just card. What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
It's Santanic.
Yeah, it is Santanic.
That's why. That's why. I mean, you know why, dude.
Plus the
pitchfork. It reminds me of it.
Plus, I like the Ringmaster. I like the character.
Oh yeah, he introduces the carnival.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
I just think he's a badass character.
He is the bringer of this
Yeah.
crazy realm. Like
Yeah.
Sorry if your guys' jokes are flying over my head. I'm just kind of like.
Oh no! Fuck yeah! No!
of course
It's
not.
all.
I'm not trying to like.
I was making jokes. I was actually getting tied up because this song is the shit.
Yeah, this song is. It's memorable too. This is the one card I know almost every fucking lyric to.
Yeah. I remember this was
lyric.
like growing up. At least this I felt like was your card. Yeah, this was like
And
your
this
rep
beat
card.
just like beats, man. It's
Yeah,
great.
growing up, like I would listen to, like I would always listen to ICP, like almost like out of duty. Like I feel like I had to, you know, like I love Great Malenko, but I must make myself love Carnival of Carnage.
Yeah,
the Ringmaster.
dude.
I will listen to them until I like them. I swear to Christ, it's a Violent J.
Dude, I was the same exact way. Like
I made myself
Ringmaster
like
was like Ringmaster was like it was like, oh yeah, I like a few off those, and it was like Carnival of Carnage. I was like, I mean, there's Rebel Flag. I like Rebel Flag.
Like I love Bugs on My Nugs and Get Off Me Dog.
Yeah, those were classics.
And like, but I did my duty and fucking listened to the fuck out of it, whether I liked it or not. And eventually, like each song, like I found reasons to love it. And like it really was weird how that happened. But now I do truly love every song on it for different reasons. But other than the Dead one, but. I don't know. I just don't love the Dead one. That's all.
Yeah, I like all. Yeah, I was gonna say I like every song on this album. This is
I've grown to like the Dead one, but I don't. I used to say it was their worst song they ever did.
I'm still not a huge fan of Carnival of Carnage, just because it's got a very old school like sound
so
to it.
gritty,
It's
yeah.
one of those things that I appreciate more than listen to. But Ringmaster like shot up to the top. It's my second favorite Joker's card personally.
They achieved this kind of sound so quick too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you got to think, Carnival of Carnage is so old school sounding. Like, it was like they were doing shit like they heard in the 80s. Like, it was 80s style kind of hip hop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, like, a couple years later, this comes out, and it's like they're on a whole nother fucking level of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like rap.
They
is
had a
on
lot
whole
more
nother
sound
level.
effects and shit like that. You can also hear in the like the songs.
It's kind of like how things just like once things take off, like it expands like in such an exponential way. Rap, I think, was popping off in that way at that time, where like it was becoming such a mainstream thing that they had more things that they're within their reach that they could use more tools in their toolbox. Mike was able to probably use more shit. The studio upgrading. All of that shit was probably happening around that time. Like, and it all shows, man. They really like took it to another level on this album.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they kill it.
And I love the samples all over this album too. One of them is actually a Rage Against the Machine sample on I think it's My Funhouse.
Yeah. I love this little clip right here where the carnival music is playing as Savage Murder goes on in the background.
I know it's just another.
And Jay's just like,
and you can envision
you just like
that,
picture him like busting bottles on heads and shooting people and stabbing them.
Yeah, you can see more of their depictions on what they were on like Beverly Hills, just like crazy clowns, And as it goes on, you see them more as like refined clowns, like still crazy, but their character traits are more specific.
Yes.
As we're here, it's like they're just crazy clowns.
Yeah. Forces of chaos.
Yes. That are like enjoyment out of it,
I mean, it's a fitting name too, Ringmaster being the name of the card too, because like this does kind of like lead the saga. You know what I mean? I think Carnival of Carnage was setting the setting. It
was almost like
this is like leading the saga. You know?
Carnival Carnage was truly just carnage. It was like they just got in there and did whatever they could to make an album, and it was absolute carnage. It really does fit.
And then they're like, people like that shit. Let's actually do it up. Like, let's really make an ICP album. You know?
Yeah.
And this is what you got.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel like it went.
Yeah.
I think it was because in between that they had Beverly Hills that they practiced with and got a little better.
Let's see. Let me shout out the chat real quick. DJ Slug said, I remember Carver really loved this album in the original review.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love this album. I truly do. Yep.
You like you have a lot of, like I was pointing out, you have a lot of respect for the old school ICP. That was another thing. I remember when they did basement cuts and all that back in the day when they released those on CD. You were like one of the only people I know that actually listened to it and
that
was
shit.
just buying it.
Oh,
and, like,
dude.
I think all the rest of us bought it and were like on the shelf.
Mine's probably in perfect condition.
Yeah, exactly. Like on the shelf.
No, I
for,
just
like,
studied it. I studied like even if it's bad, I'll study it just to see where they did. But I really love it because you go back. They had I mean, think about the equipment they had back then. What they could do. It was so much.
Oh yeah.
It was not
A
near as
karaoke
much as
machine,
what we could
basically.
do now. You know.
Yeah.
Even with Ringmaster, I mean, like they're probably doing analog shit. There's no digital shit even
Oh
for
yeah.
this.
Oh
You know.
yeah. For sure.
So think about the work it took to make this. You got to respect that.
Yeah. Now, do you think that's a sample, the guitar, or do you think that's Mike?
I think it's all most of the shit is samples. I think I would
Yeah.
imagine at this point.
Mikey Clark, I know, like, I feel like one of his gifts is he would save those zany, like, clips, because they even say in Behind the Paint he had a shitload of porn records and shit like that.
Yep.
So he'd probably listen to those. Who knows if he was beaten off? Probably. But probably when his best ideas, he'd be like, wait. Hey, hold on. Let me put
Jay,
a piece
get on
of
that
tape
mic.
Yeah,
Hold
let
on,
me put-
clean it real quick. But
I love,
get on
I
that
love
mic.
how he's masturbating while Jay's in the room. He's like, shut up, guys. I'm trying to get a stroke of genius here.
Stroke, no pun intended.
Why don't you have... Oh, wait. Right there. No. Record it.
That's funny.
That's so fucking. Oh man, but no, they've admitted, and I think they were afraid to admit, or they didn't want to admit because it was their little secret, that they pulled almost from the first Joker's cards, the first deck. They used a lot of that band.
Hey, do you think they cleared all those samples?
From
You think? What do you think? You think they cleared all those samples from Gong?
Gong, exactly.
Gong?
I was waiting for you to say it. Gong.
Well,
The
it might have
60s
been...
psychedelic band Gong?
But I don't know. There was some shit. They did some sketchy shit back in the day.
Yeah.
He
Think
Jay
about...
just said we just straight up ripped that shit.
dude,
Dude,
and I
think
doubt
about the fucking Terror Will cover.
Yeah,
Which
dude.
is literally just the back
Yeah.
panel of a Moby album.
But if I've done a little bit of research into Gong. I doubt that they cared.
Yeah.
I doubt
They're
they
probably
gave.
like, cool, man.
Yeah, they did not give a fuck. They did not give a fuck.
Gong.
So they could probably rip all that shit. And they had so many sound effects in that band, dude.
Really?
So many. That's all they did.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great band,
I mean,
too.
Shaggy, I remember Shaggy saying, like, I'm surprised juggalos don't just straight up listen to fucking Gong.
Well, he just said it recently on one of his shows.
I
that
remember.
He was like, I'm just going to say it. We used Gong.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed like they didn't want to.
Yeah, I mean, that's the secret, guys. She's
Oh,
doing-
look. Mr. Green handing
Mr.
out
Green,
compliments.
finally, yes.
Fresh Teak Easy, thank you. Dope jersey carve.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And hi, Just Chris. Nice hat.
Nice hat. Thank you. This not mine. I can't take credit. This is
Shaggy needs
Mr.
a
Ringmaster's here.
Alchemist.
Before
Shaggy
he brought it, and I was like, "Yo, can I rock that hat during the show?" He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Nice."
He said Shaggy
So-
needs to bring back the scratching.
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, bro.
I did.
Shaggy was the beast. I mean, he still DJs, but
By the way, I
wish
ended
we
the
could-
poll, and it ended with 16 votes. 69% of people saying 3894 is the officially accepted release
Really?
date.
yep. And
Holy-
then 129 being 31%. So
129 being the bitch ass release
two-thirds
date.
two-thirds of the people voting said that March 9th is going to be the official. So that's what universe we're in, guys. If you guys are in the universe where you believe it's January, welcome. I think that we're from the same universe. I'm pretty sure, guys.
We really need to get a hold of some of these. Anybody that's from Detroit, old school, if you know, like, let us know. I mean, we got what? Echo Side Fiend, people like him. What would you say? Mushy Mustard
Pete?
would know.
Mushy
Pete,
Mustard would
yeah, from
definitely know.
Juggalo Rewind.
Peter from Juggalo
Pete-
Rewind.
yeah,
probably
yeah. We
knows.
definitely need to get some of these people. Let us know, please, because I don't know for sure.
Yeah, some of y'all like true historians who were there the day of.
Like DC said,
Maybe-
we can all agree it came out in 94, so we're still celebrating.
I bet Pete's
its-
probably listening to this, and he's like, he probably has like a light going off, and he like looks in a folder. He's like, I'll look it up. Hold on. He's like, what date? 1991.
He's like a Juggalo historian.
Probably
yeah.
got like files. Like, just, it's probably like
I have a photo of myself standing in front of the Ringmaster release party on January 10th.
what was the goblins like when you in Harry Potter? Didn't they have like files everywhere?
Yeah, the bankers.
it's like
Pete's a Juggalo goblin.
no, he's not. He's
You're a goblin banker.
he's like the main one. He's just got like a
By the way,
magical
You're the
force.
main goblin banker.
By the way, the goblin bankers in Harry Potter is just a euphemism for Jews,
Jews,
right?
it is. Yes, they are. Yes, because she was like
Unfortunately, yeah.
incredibly racist against Jews. Right. yes.
Unfortunately, I mean, they got all.
She also doesn't
They
like
got all the
trans
files.
people.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling, not the
in
best
the
person.
in the Harry Potter world, they just have all the Horcruxes. What can you
Yeah,
do?
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
They
it's
have them
just-
all.
I mean,
They run them all.
in the 60s, if you lived off the beach in California and had a talent and started playing guitar or whatever, 90% of the time it was a Jewish guy that walked by you and said, it's brilliant, here's my number, give me a call.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
I like how you gave
brilliant.
it. I love
brilliant.
I love how you gave it just enough of an accent to be accurate but not racist.
Give me a call.
It's brilliant. Give me a call. Here you go. Yeah, exactly. You could have went like full like, you're brilliant. Give me a call. I'm gonna make you rich. But I like it.
I mean, shout out to Jews. They are funny.
Yes.
They make great fucking entertainment. We've loved all the shit they've done since the
absolutely.
dawn of Hollywood.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And shout out to Jerry Lewis, who just passed away.
And they got sick. And they got sick curls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, shout out Juggalette Jen.
Juggalo.
Another female.
What up?
2% in the house.
We appreciate all of the female.
No, we thought we only had one female listener. Taylor.
No, there's been more and more coming out.
Yeah.
Taylor started a movement.
Yeah, she did.
That's what Taylor does. Taylor
love
starts
her.
movement.
We
man.
love her
She's the
around
shit.
here.
She's legit. So yeah, that's what happened. Is once she was cool, other girls were like, you know what? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
Since
those
Taylor
guys.
does, I will.
Those guys aren't as much of creeps as they look.
Yeah, they still look like creeps, and they still give me vibes like creeps.
I mean,
but they're okay.
when I watch them, yes, my pussy dries up, but you know, it's okay. They seem okay.
It's okay.
I would love to have a good sex.
I've got to watch something. I don't want to watch any more Sex in the City. I'm so tired of that show.
Just marry me.
I don't want to watch Sex in the City, so yeah, I guess the next best thing would be Deck Wendell.
Right, exactly. So that's your choices. Deck one dealt. You have Sex in the City, Euphoria, and Deck one dealt. Seventh Heaven when all goes wrong.
Yeah, man.
So what's that? We need to do like a Princess Bride spoof or something.
This is one of the greatest ICP songs ever made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the minority here.
Ultra goated.
I want to be in one of the minorities here.
Here we go.
I am. Yeah, no, but I stand by this. I do like the remix beat better.
Like the
I do
one
too.
off Forgot Freshness.
Yep.
Yeah,
off
it
that
sounds.
Forgotten Freshness. I think that version sounds better.
Yeah, and Jay's performance in it sounds better too. It's
Yeah,
more,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more
You
of
know
a
You know what? I want both of those beats are likely made by Mikey Clark, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know, so that's what's cool about it is like it's not just like somebody did a remix with a random person.
He
like,
probably took the beat and just spoofed it up.
Yeah.
like just
Switched the tempo a little bit. Yeah. But
brightened up some shit.
Sounds it just sounds a
Yeah,
lot crisper
I agree.
and like
You-
has that that thematic theme.
You want to throw that one on since we're
sure.
talking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've been listening to this one, so take that. But I like both of them, to be honest. I really do. I could take either or. But yeah, the new one has more of a Malenko kind of crispiness to it.
Yeah, and as DC pointed out in the chat, the remix has a faster tempo as well.
Yeah, I think the tempo.
I also gotta ask: does he say redneck chigger? What is it? Does he call him a redneck? No,
I think he says Cheka,
checka.
like Cheka.
It's like he wants to say N word,
Redneck
but like
fucker.
obviously he can't.
I'm thinking he probably said redneck fucka, maybe, and then I don't know.
Here,
Yeah,
this
I'm
part, here
wondering.
it goes.
I'm wondering if
Here.
it was switched.
Jigga?
I don't know.
Redneck checkout. He says
Redneck
right there.
cracker?
I thought he said checkout. Redneck. What? Click. It has lyrics, doesn't it?
I bet they're wrong. They're all wrong. They're all wrong. All right, let's see what it says.
See what it
Yeah,
says.
I thought it was just Cheka for some reason. I don't know why I always thought
Yeah, let me
that.
show the viewers here. So
Yeah, we'll show the viewer. Yeah, so that they can see.
let's see. Where is that?
Checkout.
Nothing but hold on. Where is it? Where is that part?
I don't know where.
Third verse, isn't it?
When you're playing the song, it highlights where it's at on the song.
Redneck chicker is what this says.
But a redneck chicker.
What the fuck is a chicker?
Redneck chicker? Like someone who raises chicks?
Oh, maybe
It
that
says
is
chicker.
it.
Alchemist says it's chicker on Genius, which was probably put in by Mr. Mustard. So I agree with that. Yeah.
I typed
I
chicker
agree.
into Bing, and it's just like, oh, you must have meant chicken.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, do you want results for chicker? Let's see. Chicker
Chicker.
V. All right, so we got to figure out what a
This is
chicker
the kind of
is.
shit we did like early on. In
Yeah,
Taekwondo.
but,
We were-
good. I'm glad to be part of it because we need to figure out what a chicker is. To give a call, okay, intransitive, especially of a bird or another small animal. So it can be for any small bird or anything. So he's calling you a little chick, little bitch bird. Then may
I mean,
you
it
cock your
fits.
tail and chicker.
I don't get it.
1817. Then may you cock your tail and chicker and lay your eggs.
It's a verb.
Crows and hawks
So
cawed and screamed.
So it's a
Kingfishers
verb.
and squirrels.
He's
chickered.
using it as a noun though. Like chicker, they're saying like to chicker, cock your tail and chicker and lay your eggs.
You know what it most likely is he was going to say chicken, but he was like he just wanted it to rhyme. He wanted the last, you know.
But it still doesn't even rhyme with matter.
Well, it's instead of
Yeah,
in.
I mean, come on now. That's not.
Yeah, chicka, matta, chicken, matta. You know what I mean? Like it. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And they always made up words, you know?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
sledgehammer.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hit you in the head with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
psycho,
a lot of times they just
psychopathic.
psychopathic.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Nothing but
All right, so
with the
chicker, I guess, is what we're going with, right?
shovel.
Chicker.
Yeah, chicker. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a chicker.
I thought it was. Yeah.
I'm gonna say checkout because redneck checkout because it sounds like checkout.
No,
and-
dude.
Yes, I'm dealing with checkout because Christopher
No.
Columbus was a checkout.
No, dude.
He left.
That's not it, though, dude.
God, I don't
It's
like
chicker.
this. I don't like chicker. I hate it. I hate chicker.
Yeah, he probably meant to say chicken,
Didn't
but
matter.
he like in the recording he was like, let me switch it just so it rhymes a little better.
And we got Legs Diamond on the Mr. Felcher intro.
Nice.
And this one has a real crispy sound, like but the Malenko. You can tell it was recorded during the Malenko sessions.
And the original one must have been Shaggy's, like, hello, class.
Hello,
It's very strange to say
Hello,
that this
Dad.
song is ICP and Twisted.
hello, class.
I'm Mr. Felcher.
I'm Mr.
Felcher.
I'm Mr. Felcher.
Hey, if you want to call in and give us your best Mr. Felcher impression, feel free.
Hi, I'm Mr. Felcher. Yeah.
This song has that Malenko snare. Hear that? Listen to that.
Yeah.
That's a snare that was big in the late like the Riddlebox and Malenko sound.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
getting nerdy with the snare sound.
No,
please,
the
please
shit, please
do.
do. Please, we love your nerdiness. These are the things that I listen to later.
Snare me up, Big Papa. That's what I
Yes.
say.
Snare is such an important thing in hip hop.
Hit those beats, playa.
But yeah, those keys in the background so much more melodic. Like,
I'm in a hurry, going with it.
and they redid a couple songs. Like during this era, they Twisted redid "First Day Out," which
Yes.
is really fucking good.
Yes.
They did the Redneck Ho 2000, I think,
Yeah, yeah.
which was really good.
99.
Yeah, 99.
Yes, that ruled. Yeah, they were on it.
Yeah, just a few years later after this shit released. Think about that.
Yeah, 5 years later.
They were re-releasing their own
wild,
shit.
yeah.
I mean, they were like on that remastered thing
I mean,
before.
that goes to show, like, I mean, how many times have you done a song and then, like, years later, be like, I could definitely make that way better.
or like
you know?
10, 20 years later. Not,
Yeah.
you know, they're like doing it 5 years later.
Right. Eat down one, drink like gin. I should be live on Clown Lounge tonight with Don Chaos if you need something to watch.
Oh, we love Don Chaos.
Yeah, Don Chaos is
He's
the
a
shit.
homeboy.
He's a homie.
I mean, I don't
Don
always
Cha-
approve of his guests and shit, but
Not always, but
Don
he can
Chaos-
have whoever he wants. He's
Yeah,
he's a
that's
player.
right.
He can have whoever he wants.
In my opinion, he's got
His
an open
show.
invite here. Anytime you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
Anytime you want to drop
we
by.
love Don Chaos and respect him. He's a good man. Him and everything he's doing over on his pod is the shit.
Carnival Spirits.
Carnival Spirits, yes. They got
Yeah, they've been in the
multiple
game.
arms in the game,
Yeah, they've been in the game a long time. Carnival Spirits.
right?
Yeah, so and like you can hear all the mixing in this, all the sound effects are so much more. They feel real. Johnson's head.
They put like a weird effect on Jay's voice.
Yeah,
cool,
it's
though.
like a. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it almost sounds like a.
like a radio chatter.
Yeah, exactly. Like
What
it's
I
coming
love-
through a line, like a landline or something.
Something I love about this song is the fact that it's a song about murdering your teacher, But it's okay because he's a fucking racist asshole.
He's a yeah. I mean,
so you hear that, you're like, oh, okay, cool.
he's teaching you about redneck chickers.
Yeah, at first you're like, well, oh yeah, why are you killing this guy? That's fucked up. And you're like, oh, he's a redneck chicker.
And
I
I'm
didn't
sure
know
he
was a
changed
redneck
the
chicker.
lyric in this one. What I'm wondering, I forget what he changed it to.
Yeah. He says redneck bastard.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
on some
right.
real
On
shit
a
though,
couple slaves, but I guess it don't matter. Way better.
I bet you $150. Well, that's a weird number to throw out there,
No,
but I bet
150.
you. I bet you anything though.
with it.
Yeah, I bet you anything though. You can walk up to a redneck and call them a chicker, and they're gonna get pissed
They're
off.
gonna
at
think
you.
you're calling him an N-word.
You'd be like, hey, fuck you, chicker. They'll be like, hey, what? Fuck you. I guarantee they go straight to 10. So maybe there's something in it.
That's
Maybe
good.
there's something in it.
That's a great point. Maybe he was like, maybe he was trying to think of something that was like the
yeah,
word,
yeah,
but for
true.
a redneck.
But with a redneck, and since he's a chicken, you know, rednecks are chickens because when you say you're going chicken hunting,
Yeah.
you're hunting for rednecks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah, so a
maybe he
chicken-
was just trying to say the N word for a
Maybe a
redneck,
chicken
which is a
fucker.
chicken.
Maybe that's a chicken fucker.
Oh yeah, you're a
chicker.
fucking chicker. Yeah, fuck you, chicker. I like that. Rednecks. I guarantee. It does sound very close to the end.
I know.
It's very
I
close.
like it.
It's close. It's too close
The
for me.
icker is way
Yeah, the icker. Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah, exactly. It's like you're bumping shoulders with it. It's, yeah, I don't like
mean-
being that close.
I mean, we already have normalized Snickers.
yeah, exactly.
enough.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. And we use ninja, and that's I think the NI at the beginning is just enough. You know.
And God forbid you renege on in your card
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know. You don't want to know what I'm going to
No,
call
you don't even know. No, yeah, you don't. You don't want to know that. When I drink ginger ale, even I'm like, I don't know. I just want to call it ale.
Yeah, you know what happens if you rearrange ginger?
Yeah, exactly. You don't
Bad
want that.
news, my
Don't
friend.
do it. It's a setup.
I'll call the guy.
Call the guy a chicken fucker for $5.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This era was so fire with the production value that Mike was doing.
Oh yeah, dude. I sat up in this class. He hung over.
I love that it just goes on and on. Like there's a long reprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is one of the greats. I remember this was one of the songs that like my mom heard and like gave me one of her mom looks. There was probably only like 4 or 5 ICP songs ever where she'd like I was lazy growing up. I had one of those moms. So like she'd come in to grab my laundry or something and then I'd be playing this and she'd give me like the mom look. But
Here, let's open it or let's answer it.
yeah.
Welcome. You're on Deck Dell. Can you hear me?
Let's do it.
I can hear you.
Hi. Oh, hey. What's up?
What's up?
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Juggler Jen from Southeast Florida.
Nice.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up?
What's
Juggle
Juggler
that Jen?
Jen?
What's popping?
Not much, man. Doing laundry and smoking weed.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the same thing except for the laundry.
We used to call smoking weed doing laundry.
I do still call it that.
That's international code.
Like me and my wife do that. We're like, hey, time to go do some laundry.
It was code for the kids, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you just say, hey, let's go smoke some weed.
yeah. Like kids,
All
we're
right.
smoking weed. Leave us alone.
You're like, all right,
They done smelled it already. They done smelled that shit already.
the skunk.
yeah, I know.
That's a skunk that lives in the basement, kids.
They're used to it. It's fine. Oh, so what's going? You hanging out listening to Ringmaster with us?
I am. I'm actually watching you guys right now. I have you on mute because I don't want any interference.
That's the best way to watch
see
us.
that-
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, that is a great idea.
But that's
Just
smart.
Turn
you
off
know?
the sound,
Yeah.
put it on, and then go do something else.
so
Just put it on mute. Watch you guys.
Exactly,
Rub one
right.
out.
Yep.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Today,
Just make up your own words.
right. Yeah.
What's your favorite Ringmaster song?
oh my gosh. So it was Mr. Johnson's head, and I think Chicken Hunt is not on there. That's on Riddlebox.
No, well, the original
Yeah, the
Chicken
original
Hunt.
Yeah,
is,
the
yeah.
original one's on here. Yep.
The Slaughterhouse, which is the way more popular version, is Riddlebox.
Yeah.
Actually, my favorite track is the Wax Museum.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's fire.
Yeah.
My
I-
favorite track is actually playing right now. Southwest
this
Song.
one's great.
But I agree with you.
Yeah.
Wax Museum is a fucking fire intro. It just gets you so hyped and it takes you into that world so easily.
And it's so creepy because the guy's like a jerk. He's like, yeah, well, Yeah.
Yep.
Or no.
Well,
That one was
no,
the
go on.
Candle one.
Yeah, what? Say what?
The Juggle Brothers one. That guy was a jerk. He was like, "Well, I don't want a bunch of crap for my dad."
Oh yeah, that guy deserved it.
Did you
Right?
so did you say you're going on Don Chaos show?
Yeah, so he started this thing called Clown Lounge on Sundays where he goes live and he puts the StreamYard link pinned up at the top. And he just kind of, like, sees who comes in. And, like, I've done it the last 2 Sundays, and the last Sunday was awesome.
Hell
it was
yeah.
amazing. Like, what happens is sometimes, like, I think a random artist will just pop in, and you never know who it's going to be. And the last time, he came well-equipped with lots of video clips and shared a whole lot of his artwork, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
He actually touched on bullying, which is a huge thing for a lot of us. How's my audio on that side?
No, you sound good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Does that say the Meowsing Markle brothers? On
Yes,
that?
the amazing.
Well, it's the Meowsing Barkle brothers.
Yes, our
Oh
good.
my God.
Yeah, our guy Carve here. He did all these great designs. Of,
Yeah,
the
I
first six.
actually hand drew that. That is not AI.
Not AI. Those are hand drawn. They take a lot more time though.
Yeah.
He's very talented, but he's also a perfectionist. So
Yeah, we did
forever.
mashup, or well, I did mashups. I hand drew mashups of all cartoons mixed with the old Joker's cards.
Yes, and you can go to deck1del.com/shop and see all of our Carver's cartoon nightmares and get them on a shirt or a poster, or
Yeah.
a blanket, all kinds of cool stuff.
It was like a passion project for me. Keezy's the one decided to try to sell it.
yeah, because Keezy's the one who realizes I like your dreams, but I love money.
Yes, get your Barker.
Oh, wow. You guys have a... Oh, my God. That's motherfucking Pikachu. And
Yeah.
that's
Yes, he's
motherfucking
very
Pidgey.
talented.
Yes, so yes, get yours now. deck1del.com/shop.
Ooh.
Hey, Juggalette Jen, did you
Where
have
do I
anything?
know that monkey from? The Great Mojo. Where do I know him from?
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Yep, Powerpuff Girls, the
That's
great Mojo
what it
Jojo. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
I grew up without cable TV. Like, I was a poor kid growing up in the 90s, so it was mostly battery-operated radio for me.
Hell yeah. I had an old battery boombox when I was a kid. I love that fucking thing.
Yeah. I was like middle class, I guess. So we never wanted.
My mom was a single mom, and she was not the best. She was kind of neglectful. So, but I had an obsession with radio, battery-operated radio, and then Pogs and Lisa Frank and going outside.
oh fuck yeah, I had Pogs.
This
I still have
motherfucker.
Pogs.
I was gonna say, I guarantee you still have your
I still have
collection
my
upstairs.
Pogs, yeah.
Pogs are the shit.
Yeah, I love Pogs.
I remember Pogs. I always just I would play with people who would just take my Pogs.
Yeah.
Like I would win even, and they would be like, "Nah, fuck you. They're my Pogs."
that's
And-
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's anybody listening. Check
so-
out that Don Chaos. Check out the interview, and apparently there's artists that drop in there, and all kinds of cool shit.
Yeah,
happens.
that sounds like a cool thing.
Sounds good,
I'm
man.
actually texting him today. We have each other's phone numbers because we want to meet each other because we're both in Florida.
Oh,
He's
cool.
like Central Florida, and I'm Southeast. And he's been to the gatherings a bunch of times. I've never been, and he's like, he wants to drag me there. He's like, you need to go to a gathering.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
come on.
go.
I'm like, I know
Or
I
Camp
need to go to a
Zool.
gathering. I'm knocking on 40's door over here.
Camp Zool will be equally as. I'm just saying, two options.
Well, Juggalette Jen, we'll have you on sometime. Maybe we'll get the full Juggalo origin story, and we'll get you on proper sometime.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That sounds cool. Sounds like you're in a similar age group as us, so like you probably have a similar kind of trajectory. It'd be fun to hear about that.
That show.
Oh, yeah. I would love to. I'm always around on YouTube and such.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks. Call back in sometime. We appreciate you joining us today.
Gang, gang.
Sure will. Thank you so much.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
It's loud.
If she wanted to do a whoop whoop, she wasn't able to. So thanks for that, Keezy.
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
she missed her. She
sounded
missed her
cool.
opportunity.
Sounded cool.
When you,
Drop,
when you call in,
dropping-
you have to be like, "Hi, how we doing? Whoop whoop."
yeah,
Say it real quick, just in case.
dropping some promotion for Don Chaos and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, he's the man, man. I like him. He's a good dude.
Oh yeah.
Good dude. Been in the scene for a long time, man. Bumped a lot of heads, met a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's probably murdered many people.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
For sure. We don't really want to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that because of the
Sorry.
lawsuits.
Sorry,
I was gonna
yeah.
say because of the cases.
This
But
song
yes,
rules.
don't talk bad
Yeah.
to him. That's what I'm saying. Just don't talk bad to him. Maybe you'll be fine.
So Southwest Song was before this, which is one of my favorite
Oh,
songs
yeah.
as well. I mean,
Yeah.
all-time favorite ICP songs.
I used to have Southwest Song part of it as my, you know, when you call people for your voicemail, like you used to put like a song,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
so you'd force people to listen to 45 seconds of a song.
Yeah, I fucking love that era.
Yeah. I had a Southwest Song in there for a long time.
It was so hard to get a job. Because like people would call and I'd have like, you know, axe murderers, we don't die. Serial killers, we don't die. And you're like trying to get a fucking job at Dairy Queen. You know, your manager's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Did you show up at Dairy Queen and play that lyric? There she go, she working at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, you know, it's
Bitch,
like,
couldn't be
it's like, why am I not getting a job?
No, it's like it would be like this. It'd be like, hey, you've reached Kyle. Give me a call.
Axe murderers, we don't die. Serial killers, we don't die. And then it would be like, and then it would come on and be like, hello, yo, what up? Yeah. Haha, psych, you stupid fucking idiot. I ain't on the phone. Leave a message, dumb shit.
Then it would be like,
Hi, this is Dairy Queen wondering if we could get an interview.
then it would be like, then it would be the fucking, it would be the Halloween music for a minute and a half. Like, people are you never get a voicemail.
Yeah, for sure.
You could just put the classic "Call your mom."
Yeah, call your man.
Oh shit! Oh man, that's funny.
Call your mom.
I was gonna say. Cue it.
I'm trying to
I
find
know,
it.
dude. You got a big collection there.
Make it.
You can't put me on the spot.
No, I know, dude. It's all a flow.
So what
Call
do
your
you,
mom.
You can't ask an expert to hit it.
So now-
he's
I don't
got
even remember what the fuck
avenues
it's
to go
at.
down.
There it
what's he
is.
saying
Call
here?
your mom.
Wicked Kleins. What's he saying?
Yeah, that's what it always sounded like to me. Like,
It sounds like he's saying it clowns
Hold on,
and a
who has-
stupid accent.
yeah, he's saying clowns with a stupid
clowns,
accent.
wicked clowns, wicked clowns,
Yeah,
clowns.
But is he saying wicked times, wicked crimes?
Yeah, I think he's
He said
trying to
wicked
say
clowns.
he's trying to say wicked clowns and rhyme it with the other whatever he's saying.
Yeah.
Go back.
right.
Increase the audio.
Okay, here we go. Enhance. Here,
Enhance. Hold on.
Carver, enhance the
Hold on.
audio.
There. Audio enhanced. Because that's a real thing that's not only in the movies. Hit the enhance button. Wicked Kleins, Wicked Times. That's what I'm hearing.
It sounds like
Wicked
saying wicked-
Kleins. Maybe he's talking about a family called the Kleins.
Wicked climbs.
Wicked limes. Wicked climbs, which are clown limes.
Man.
Like whenever you're a clown and you're trying to eat a lime and it squirts in your eye, that's a wicked climb, wicked time. Wait, hold on. What's it say in the lyrics? Does it say
Oh, let's
in the
see.
lyrics?
As far as the sound of this song,
Nope. Just starts with the wicked.
this sound gives me a carnival sound, like a carnival of carnage.
Yeah.
Like it kind of sounds like it could have been on that record.
Okay.
Our homeboy Saul T. Baggins. Sorry, I just love that. Wicked rhymes, wicked times is what he says. I heard a CL though.
It's definitely a CL in
I
there.
heard a climbs. I heard it's the CL, man. Wicked limes. Okay. Wicked Grimes.
That's good.
Yeah, there
Here
we
comes
go.
here comes wicked rhymes, wicked times. Here it comes. Listen. Well, he does say wicked rhymes,
Yeah,
wicked
there he
times
says
there.
wicked though, but that's different. Yeah, that he doesn't say cricket. Yeah,
But he is saying wicked rhymes, wicked times, which leads me to believe that's
He's
probably
saying-
what he said.
Saying that wicked rhyme, wicked times. It just sounds. You can hear a C in there.
yeah.
Oh,
it has to
another
be
caller.
rhymes. It has to be rhymes and times, man.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what up, man?
You want deck one down?
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's David.
Hi, David. How you doing,
David.
brother?
Boy, David.
How you doing there?
It's going great, guys. I was just wondering, I'm not trying to cut into the show or anything, but is it possible that we could do a quick segment on the best design Joker's cards? Because I think the Ringmaster's got to be just one of the best ever.
Oh,
and I
wow.
want to know what your thoughts are. And, you know, specifically, what are the worst Joker's cards, the best Joker card design, when compared to Ringmaster?
Wow, that's a
Wow.
great.
First off,
question.
I just want to say this. I hope that's your actual accent and not a character, because if so, you have the most interesting accent on earth. Even if it's a character, continue it, because it's also the most interesting
I mean, you
character.
sound Jewish, man. You know,
we were talking about you guys.
Yeah, we were talking about you. You know,
Is this
we
Saul
lo- we
T.
love the
Baggins?
Jewish people.
Well, that's why I called in. I appreciate that you're not anti-Semitic. And,
Oh, okay.
No,
there we
of
go.
course
Okay,
not.
perfect.
No, of
Okay,
course
so your
not.
actual voice. I just wanted to say that, I respect. I love that voice. That's all. I respect. I love that voice. That's all.
I love you guys. Yeah. So
love
anyway, back to the subject.
Yeah, the best
Joker
design.
Card design. It's got to be Ringmaster, Real Box, Great Malenko. I think those are pretty obvious. But
So
honestly,
fresh.
thinking about Carnival of Carnage specifically, I
Yes.
really don't like it because it's a good design, but it doesn't really fit the album. Like, it's called Carnival of Carnage, but it's a picture of a clown face. Am I wrong?
I know.
No,
No,
you're
no,
right.
no. You're totally right.
Great
You,
point.
Absolutely
you would
right,
think
absolutely.
it should be called Clown of Carnage or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Why isn't it a
It's called
carnival?
clown face.
Yeah. It's scary.
The carnival should have been a big. We all know it should have been a big circus tent with fangs.
I mean, who were they referring to? you know?
Can I also say that, and honestly, this is probably going to piss off your chat, but the wraith kind of sucks. Let's be honest; it doesn't.
No.
The design is what you're talking about, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the design it's uninspired for sure.
Whenever
Yeah.
we do our mashups, though, it tends to be the favorite of everyone because putting a red cloak and horns on stuff makes it look cool.
It's, I mean, people love satanic shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're right, but I just
Grim
want it
Reaper
to be a
sells.
thing. I don't want to see his body.
Yeah. No. I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
So why
he is the only one you
and,
see his
and
body.
you know what? My problem is they always said there would be 6 faces of the Dark Carnival. There is no 6th
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a fucking face.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's
what I'm
hidden.
fucking saying.
He might have a face, but he hides it like
Yeah.
a bitch.
Well,
He's hiding in the dark. But anyway, last thing before I head out, guys, because I don't want to take up too much
Sure.
more of your time.
Yes,
Looking
sir.
at Bang Pal Boom and Mighty Death Pop, they both fucking suck. They look the same.
they do kind of look the same. You're right.
You're right. The designs are not
I
all.
love both of those albums, but it's the same fucking design.
Are you a graphic designer?
I actually am. I live in
Yes.
New York City, and
Wow.
You can
over
tell.
in my studios, I sometimes do my own little Joker's cards. I can send some of them in if you want to see some of my
Oh,
designs.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Great. Please
Absolutely.
Send them in.
Send him deck one down.
Keezy has made a few as well. Didn't you do the Mighty Dick Butt?
No, I didn't make.
Oh,
that
you
one.
didn't
No,
make
no.
it. That one. Whoever made the Mighty Dick
Come on,
Butt.
guys,
Cheers
that
to
was
them.
crass. Don't be crass.
Don't be crass.
Don't be. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is you. I apologize. I forget about our family.
All right, we have a
viewers.
guest here. All right, well, hey, thanks for calling in. What was your name again?
David,
Oh, David.
Dave.
Thanks for
David.
calling in, David.
Thank you for
You're
calling,
you're
David.
awesome. We really appreciate you.
deck one dealt for life. I love you guys. Bye.
Thanks.
Love
bye.
you. Bye.
Boy.
Wow, David
Bye.
rules.
Yeah,
David's
David.
the shit. Thank
David's
you
a
for
real
calling
one.
in, David.
Man,
I think didn't he say his last name was like Steinberger?
probably. I mean, it's,
Did he give a
probably
last
is.
name?
No, he didn't.
David, 5-star. I don't know. Is it 5-star or is it a 6-star?
Oh, what?
So yeah, the
For
ring.
both.
Jewish.
He did.
Jewish.
He really liked the
I think
ringmaster.
6-star's not good
He really liked the
because
ringmaster.
that was the
He really
Hitler
liked.
thing.
He really liked the ringmaster's design, though.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It is one of the best designed Joker's cards of all time. In my
I agree
opinion.
100%. That or
The simplicity of it is
mean,
peak perfection.
Jekyll Brothers is dope as fuck too. I think Jekyll Brothers
Yeah,
has some,
Jekyll Brothers
has a
is-
fire ass.
But
look.
ringmaster, how was they able to achieve such an iconic look with one color?
I know. Well,
Yeah,
that's
that
what I'm
is
saying.
another catch. Yeah, black
It's
and
the
gold
black
is
and
considered the
gold.
colors, but theoretically it's only one color.
Well, the symmetric design of it's great. I mean, just the black and gold. It's simple. It just works. It
Because
works
all
so
of the
well.
all the Joker's cards are theoretically on a black background.
Yeah.
So theoretically the Ringmaster is just gold.
Yeah. See.
Yep, just gold. Whatever you put it on, the gold is the essential part. You can put it on any color background, but the gold is the essential part. So, damn, that's crazy to. We just revealed something here. The Ringmaster is not a 2-color Joker's card. I think by the third deck, that goes out the window anyway. Because what would you have with like Death Pop is kind of like purple, yellow, and white.
Yeah, they just lost their
Bang
way.
Pow Boom is kind of blue, red, and green because each one was a different color.
Fred might be one color. Well, he has a little bit.
Well,
some
he's
white.
red and black.
He has some white. You're right.
Yeah, red and black. Because you're right. Theoretically, if you have it, but didn't his album cover wasn't that a red background he was on, or am I tripping?
No, it's black.
It was black. Okay.
Going back to all the looks
Oh,
of
but
the
yeah, you're
first
right,
Joker's
white for
cards.
sure is on.
I actually like all the first deck. Like, I really like each design.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But he made a good point that Carnival Carnage logo doesn't really. It's not representative of an actual like face of the Dark Carnival, but. I think we've maybe discussed it as being kind of like the logo of the carnival.
Yeah, he's kind of the logo of the carnival, or like he's the embodiment. He's a he's like a clown that embodies the like soul of the carnival.
Yeah, I feel like when the Carnival of Carnage comes, you'll first like it comes to your town. So if I was asking Derek Lotus, Derek Lotus would say, well, when the carnival first comes to your town, that clown face is going to be one of the first things you see.
Yeah.
That's the one that like comes up. He's like,
Yeah,
and you're like,
right.
what is this?
Yeah.
And then you see all this shit
That's
coming
right.
behind him, tents being carried. You're like, what the fuck is this? It's the Dark Carnival. The Ringmaster's once you get into the show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Ringmaster's the one that's like, all right, let's start the show. And he introduces you to everything. And then he's like, right this way. You walk in through the door and you're there standing at the box. The box pops out, tells you where you're going, and if you're going down to hell, the great Malenko comes and shows you what your life could have been before you have one last chance as the Jekyll brothers juggle souls to see if you can be saved, and then the Wraith takes you where you need to
That's
go.
pretty much exactly how I've always thought of it. You put it like into words extremely quick.
Yeah, that's the Derek Lotus view. Back when I took that shit way too seriously.
I mean, it's exactly the way they laid it out.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, that was my whole view on it. Each one had a step into death.
Yep. Now, this beat was sampled from Rage Against the Machine, that bass line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Off of their self-titled album.
Yep. They might have been able to use that sample for free, though, because
Back then, I don't even think Rage was to the point where they were like, suing anybody.
Yeah.
But
and that would have been anti-rage.
Yeah, I mean,
right there, they'd have been like, "What? Sue someone? No, fuck off."
That would have been them raging with the machine.
Exactly right. Exactly.
So, I mean, to be honest, these days they are kind of like that, but they weren't back then.
They rage with the machine.
Pretty much.
well, that was
I mean,
after Zach left.
Yeah,
Zach was the true like revolutionary, and the others were like they were really just musicians.
They were just like, California musicians.
Yeah. And then I guarantee Zach would be like, let's fucking burn down the goddamn White House. They'd be like, yeah, let's finish the tour first, Zach.
Pretty much.
Chill out, Zach. Let's finish the tour.
Love me some Zach. I'd like to see him at the gathering, like solo Zach.
Yeah. Now he's older in his years, which is why they're able to have a fucking tour again. Because now he's like, nah, I'm too old to burn shit down.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like, I still would love to see it happen, but I'm not going to be the one.
One of
doing
my
it.
favorite artists of all time is Zach. I love Zach.
He's
so
a genius,
much.
bro, for sure. And a fucking monstrous performer as well.
Yeah, DJ Slug. This has the Rage Against the Machine sample. I'm trying to remember which song. I know it's off their self-titled album. The one that has "Killing in the Name of." It's on one of those albums, or it's somewhere on that album. And I think you could take this was probably changed just enough to pass as the sample. And even back then, who were they signed to during Ringmaster? I don't even think they were still kind of underground doing it themselves.
I think so.
Yeah.
It just flew under the
From what
radar.
I've heard is they really did big numbers with Ringmaster. If I remember right, big numbers with Ringmaster.
That's what got Jive's
and then
attention.
that got Jive's attention. They purchased didn't do anything to help them with Riddlebox. They just wanted their money from the Michigan sales, and then that's where they came up with the idea to go to Texas and all that
Fuck
shit.
it, we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in that they lost the rights to Riddlebox.
Right.
And that's what sucks so much about the first deck is that it's scattered to the winds for them. They can't just do what they can't want with it.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
sucks.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's been diced up and spread around.
It's just unfortunate that the way the record industry worked back then, that they had to own you, essentially. You had to sell your soul to put your fucking art out.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to do that, thankfully, but
No.
man,
It gets you connections. That's what record labels do now. They get you all those connections immediately. They're like, oh yeah, I've got connections to all kinds of people. You want them? Sign right here. That's how it works now.
People still sign.
Yeah.
And they still, but Yeah, I mean, I think Justin Bieber just sold all his catalog to somebody,
Oh, yeah.
some record company. I mean, they're still doing shit.
They stopped giving a shit.
Yeah.
This song is Dragon.
Yeah, this song's long. This song is one of the longest ones.
Back in the 90s, though, like 5 minutes was what you would expect from a song. Like, it was only within the last, I think, decade, really, that like 3-minute songs have been more the norm, honestly. Like,
But
this song's under 2 minutes.
Yeah, to make up for that, they put out a really short
I was gonna say, I
banger.
think like the earlier songs were pretty short, and then we hit a point, I don't know, like mid 90s to like mid 2000, early 2000s, where like they started going up toward like the 4 or 5 minute mark.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to get short again.
Yeah, it had to be 3 full verses and a bridge and an intro and outro on every fucking song.
It was longer, but I think at this point it was still songs were, pretty short. They like to keep them short because it was radio time. They didn't want to take up too much time from the ads.
To me, nowadays, I think if you're a solo rapper, the third verse isn't needed. I would rather hear more music, like more bridge, like a bridge, an extra bridge, or a little bit more music or something.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think I think you can get everything out in 2 verses if you're a solo rapper for the most part.
I think if you're doing a story song,
Story song maybe third. Yeah. I mean, that is a good question in hip hop. Is the third verse needed?
Yeah, for sure.
Careful, old boy.
Careful, old boy.
Careful, old boy. Oh, I need that as a drop.
Careful, old boy. But this beat is such a
careful,
banger,
old boy.
man. This beat slaps.
Start playing that whenever you use the F-bomb.
Careful, old boy.
Careful, old boy.
Careful, old boy.
That little sample.
Yeah, I got the 2 releases here today. I got the original
From both of our dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I got the original, which was probably released. The original was.
Here's another
before
clowny
both.
classic.
Oh yeah, this one's.
Wagging, sagging, lagging, dead bodies dragging.
Hey, look, this
Got
is
the island release, that gold.
Such a rest.
Go ahead.
Is this the like? I was just looking at Meg sent us or messaged us on Instagram.
Yeah.
It looks like the booklet from the vinyl, but at the top of the vinyl on this part it says the Ringmaster release on January 28th, 1994.
Okay.
Okay.
Or not? Yeah, 28th.
See,
Wherever that booklet is from.
my dimension. That's where she's from. That's
not
what I'm
the
saying.
final. It's
I
not
think
the final.
I think Meg and DC
Okay.
crossed over. They're the same ones for mine.
I wonder where that's from then.
Yeah.
It's whatever this like. It had this picture on it too. Is that like in the remaster?
Oh, that was in the
No, they
the
couldn't
box
be, though.
set, I believe.
Oh, the
So
box
wait,
set
I think that's what
version.
they.
Mine is the one with the march because remember we had Carnival. We had RC Fago guy in mine or something.
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. So we had. So this is y'all's version DC that I'm being introduced to. But
Okay.
yeah. So it's just two. It's just 2 universes. That's all we can accept. They're both right.
It's fine.
They're both right.
So confused.
I mean, the portal's still open.
The portal is still open.
It's
over
right there,
It's
dude.
literally right
I
over
wish I
there,
could
guys.
turn the camera around to show you guys that we
Yeah.
do still have our portal.
Oh, did
Yeah,
I?
we used
That's
to
where
have-
Nick's been, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I found out that's where he's been.
Really?
Yeah.
In and out of the portal.
Yeah, just in.
Just
That's why he hasn't been
unreliable-
here.
Just an unreliable person
I know,
as
dude.
a producer.
He's just in there having fun.
He's
like,
lucky we need this warehouse, or we'd be out.
You know what I heard? Actually, what I heard about producer Nick is that he was still a virgin, and he just
We
you
know
know,
that.
he just
Yeah.
figured I will never get laid.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you know what? If I go into the portal and find my other version, maybe I can fuck him.
So you
Good
wait,
luck to
are you saying that?
Nick, he's trying to fuck himself?
Are you saying that
Pretty
when,
much.
when I told him to go fuck himself, he actually
Yes.
took that seriously?
I think
I
he's
didn't
the
mean
one
it
that
like
I think
that.
he's the one that like he was able to come up with the technology to get the portal made.
Oh wow.
Honestly, I never thought of that as a possibility until now, and now I got an idea what I'm doing after the show.
No wonder he's been
Yeah.
hanging out over there so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I mean,
I think
yeah,
I know
you
what
know,
I'm gonna do.
I mean, come on.
Maybe the other version of Nick is hot.
Maybe over there, like he
But maybe over there it's the same. They'll never get laid.
I mean, that's not to say our version isn't hot. Our version of Nick is a gorgeous specimen of a man.
I disagree, but
okay.
Did I tell you the other day? Like I was down here cleaning.
He always wears a mask, so I can't really tell.
Yeah, I was down here cleaning, sweeping up and shit, and then like a version of me came out of the portal, and like we kicked it for a minute.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
What'd you guys? What did you say?
I killed him because I didn't want him here. I didn't want him like coming in and out, so I killed him.
He was probably like cooler than you or something.
Maybe, but he's actually under the futon. The body's under the futon.
Oh.
So,
all right. I'll put him on the wagon.
Sure, that's where he needs to be. But yeah, I just don't know. Like, I might let one come out if he's cool enough, but this one, like, I kicked it with him and he was like, all right. But
So wait, there's multiple versions. I thought there was only one other version of it.
no, it's like
no,
like
the multiverse infinite.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
It's
wow.
literally like
I thought our portal was
There
just
are
for the one
infinite-
and multiverse.
no,
No,
there are
it's like-
infinite versions of multiverse.
No, you go
So
in-
you might see 6 or 7 characters, quote unquote, little characters that look just like me or look just like you, but they're not us playing characters. They're from the multiverse.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
separate versions of us
Yeah.
from the multiverse. There's a multiverse out there where I'm Violent J and you're Shaggy Two Dope. There's a version out there where I'm Madrox and you're Monoxide.
Oh yeah.
That exists out there, guys. We were the ones who became that in the multiverse because it's an infinite world of possibilities, Keys. I know. Hey,
crazy.
It's going to take a while to accept this, but it's a lot to process, but you can do it. And
I just hope
that's
I'm
where
cool.
we're at.
I just hope I'm cool.
In most of the universes you are. In some, you're the worst piece of shit that there's
Yeah.
ever been in the world. You're like Hitler. And at least one universe, you're the most hated person who has ever existed.
Wait, so that means you too, though.
Same.
Yes,
In
we
at
all are.
least one universe, everyone watching this, in at least one of the realities in the multiverse, you're the most hated motherfucker on the planet.
I think I'm that in this reality.
I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm working hard. I'll get there. Our show is definitely there.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you go through that portal and it just shows you infinite portals.
Oh, and then you can pick.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't tried.
Yeah.
I was scared. I thought it would like rip me to shreds like that Resident Evil laser machine.
No.
That's what I was worried about.
You do come as you go through. You reach climax, so like it's actually it's pretty fun.
Well, that's just because you and me masturbate as we do it. You
Yes.
don't have to masturbate, but I do recommend it. Makes it a lot funner.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well,
Our multiverse is crazy.
I figured that out because I didn't want to I was scared to go in too, so I was like, let me just like poke my pecker in there first.
Put your dick in it.
See what happens. Yeah.
I love of all the body parts you pick to test an unknown portal that might rip body parts. You're like,
let me
I'm
get it
gonna try
hard
my
first."
I'm gonna try my dick.
I got. You had to like get it hard, get it all worked
Yeah.
up first.
Because otherwise you have to like swing it in. You're like, you gotta like give it like the old heave to get it to swing
Yeah.
into the portal, and then see if it swings back down and smacks you.
Yeah.
You know, you get a little leg smack. That's what you do. You just like cover your eyes and swing, and then wait for the leg smack. If it doesn't hit your leg, you're toast.
It wouldn't be the insufferable pain, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like for me, if I didn't feel the smack on my knee, I would know. No, I was playing.
I bet it's a weird. I bet it's a
horseshit.
weird feeling. Your dick being in one dimension and you being in another.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly right. And imagine the person on the other end of that wormhole, like, what is
What
that?
if?
What the fuck?
What if there's just a butthole
Right?
on the other
Yeah.
side?
It's a universe of just buttholes. Everything's buttholes.
No, like-
and you come through and like the butthole sees you, and it's like,
I thought the portal we were talking about was that like a
was
butt-
a butthole.
over
Well,
there.
it is kind
It's
of like
Nick's
Portal the
butt-
game.
It's Nick's butthole, and he went in his own butthole to
Yeah.
find a separate.
No, that's what
version.
happened to me when I when I poked my pecker in. Another portal appeared behind me, and it like actually poked me in
Fucked
the
yourself.
ass.
So you fucked yourself?
Yeah, pretty
through
much.
A portal?
Pretty much.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
I had pants on, but
I
if
love
I
how
went-
you found a portal
Dude,
to
that's
your
kinda-
own
that-
asshole.
That's kind of cool. I would like to like put the portal up here and like suck my own cock.
That's all right. What avenue did we turn? How did we
dick in this portal?
How do we get down to this road, guys?
You're the one that came up with the portal bit. I mean,
know, I love the
you're the
port-
one that came out of the portal.
I know I came out of the portal, but guys, we don't have to use it to fuck ourselves. Use our powers for good.
Come on, what is it? Rule 41.
Rule 41: if you can fuck yourself, you'll fuck yourself.
I mean, you can fuck a
that what it
portal.
was?
If you can fuck
Rule
yourself, you will.
Rule 41: if you fuck a portal, you'll fuck yourself.
Oh shit! All right, so the loons.
Yeah, the loons, a fucking classic.
Yeah.
I'm the neck cutter, and I'm one block away.
Great
I'm the
shit. I
neck
mean, come
cutter.
on. What else can you
excuse me,
say?
what's your name, sir?
Bonnie J.
Okay, well, what do you need? Why are you calling?
You know, it's funny. He calls himself.
Why are
Violent-
you saying this again? Okay, once again, who am I talking to? What do you need?
I was gonna say it's interesting. He calls himself the Neck Cutter and the Violent J. It's a phone call, and he's saying I'm the Neck Cutter and I'm 1 block away, and then he says his name right after. That's not very
Right.
smart to me.
No,
Like
exactly.
if you were calling someone, you wouldn't be like, I'm the Neck Cutter and I'm 1 block away. Kesey.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
They'd be
Right,
like,
right.
what? Why?
Yeah, and
Why'd you say
exactly.
that?
They would have one. They would have your name, but two, like I don't know. Maybe he likes a challenge because they're going to get a head start then, or maybe it's like Scream, or where they pick up and then they say like they don't believe you.
Well,
Like I'm the neck cutter and I'm 1 block away, and she's like, yeah, okay.
Well, maybe it's like one of those.
Gotcha.
Maybe it's one of those things like you know how sometimes serial killers have like multiple names. They'll be like
Oh yeah.
they'll be like the dick sniffer killer.
The Zodiac killer,
You know?
and then they'll have like the pillow raper,
Right. Right.
the sack of sin.
So maybe he's like the Neck Cutter and Violent J. He's telling them like in the newspaper you're gonna call me Violent J.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm the neck cutter.
I'm cutting your
I'm
fucking
the-
neck.
Like he's saying, I'm the neck cutter that
Yeah.
you read about in the paper.
Yeah.
But my name is Violent J.
Yes.
Just so you know, as you die.
And I will cut your neck.
Yeah, I will. You're gonna get your neck cut. Like, don't cut my neck, bro.
Speaking of that, though, the Scream reference you just brought up, I mean, that's pretty close tie-in right there.
What
I mean,
is?
the Scream I'm on the phone calling you thing? I mean, that was ICP doing this shit.
Way before. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. That's a good point.
I mean, I
Yeah,
Scream,
ICP wrote the movie Scream.
It's like 5 years prior. I mean, Scream was
something like that. Yeah. I mean, Scream was like what 98.
I mean, it's
97,
it's
98.
pretty likely a
Yeah.
Wes Craven listened to Ringmaster, heard
This,
that song.
and then said, "I've got an idea for an album."
I'm
now."
the Neck Cutter. Oh my calling
I'm
phones.
3 blocks
Phones.
away.
He said phones. Murder. Warning.
I give her plenty of warning before I kill her. Yeah. Wes Craven, you hack.
We know it, Wes.
We figured you out, you fucking hack. Stealing all ICP's ideas.
yeah.
I will say though, Scream is the first one is a great movie.
rules. Yeah.
By the way, this is a horribly named track. I played this for a girl in high school. Did not go over well.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, to me,
She never called me back.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
I have always recommended my kind of bitch if you're trying to woo someone.
I thought that first, but I was like, well, I really feel for this one. And like he was saying things like, you know, and I'm a Southwest Mac Daddy Juggalo, and you're nothing but a 2-bit stinking hoe.
Yeah.
And when I heard that type shit, I was like, I'm a Juggalo.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the fact that he said you're a 2-bit stinking hoe. But it was called Love Song, so I thought she would just get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told her it says in the song, I like a filthy ass hoe.
Women just don't get it sometimes.
You can't ask for perfection, guys.
I was looking for who Karen White is.
Karen White. She writes romance novels, yeah.
See when
Yeah, romance novels. Oh shit, son. Is that
which one is Karen?
There's a lot of Karen Whites, man, but the one with the body. Who's that guy? Trans inmate Karen White. Uh-oh. All right. Well,
take
good,
that shit
good,
to the portal.
Good luck with your prison sentence, sir.
Yeah.
Or madam.
Cheap Zooligan said, have you guys heard the mashup with this and Outcast?
I have not.
Is that on that one YouTube channel been putting out all those mashups?
Maybe Clown Instrumentals.
Clown Instrumentals?
Yeah, Clown Instrumentals does mashups.
Yeah, that is a fucking dope ass channel.
They are sweet. Yeah, they be doing some sick shit, man. I like them.
That's a nut hair.
Let's see. I'll look for it real quick.
Wake your mother. And she's when they get with it.
Meh.
I don't know. Never heard it.
No, I have not.
Is it even? Yeah,
We don't see it. We don't see it on YouTube's.
Draws. It's always my fault.
That's that's what we like as men, right? You like to tell a lady, "Hey, grab my balls and twist them real quick, honey."
Yeah, of course.
It's just funny because
my
back
bad.
then they were like thinking of what can I say that's like, funny and stupid, but
Slightly
like
shocking.
twist my balls. It's not like grab them,
Suck.
lick them, suck them. It's like here, twist them,
Yeah,
stomp
twist
on
my
them,
balls. Yeah.
smack them.
They are insane clowns. They're not normal clowns. They're insane clowns. So.
But it's like the honking the nose and shit. I imagine that's what they are in sex, like honk honk, ding 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 ding.
That's
Like,
great.
woo, 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 woo.
Woohoo! Yeah, little sound effects as they're having sex. Bonk.
I mean, I did actually think of that shit like when these kind of songs would come off from them. They call it the Way I Love song. If you still want to pull that up there.
The Way I Love song.
You are the original Keys from this universe still, right?
Yeah. I mean, are you saying it because my name is weird down here?
Yeah, I noticed that.
That was just because like Chris is like new Chris.
Yeah.
His name looked cool, and I thought it looked cool, so I wanted to make my name cool.
Well, that's to signify that I'm from another universe. Because that's the font we use in my universe for the show.
Yeah, is that where'd you get that font?
That's Times New Roman.
I just tried.
Are you talking about on my name?
I remade
That's
it.
Times New Roman.
Not in this universe. It's not Times New Roman.
That's not. That's like the most typical typeface that we use for all of our.
Yeah, I thought you could to get fonts from like other universes. The only way you could do that was actually you had to go in that universe and with a flash drive get the font and bring it back.
No, when the portal opened, if you look at last week's show, there was an actual portal on the screen. It was like a square box.
Yeah.
That was displaying me from my world. We were doing a show simultaneously, but then both Keezies at the same time clicked the mouse button, which caused the two universes to merge, bringing me permanently to this universe and putting your Chris permanently in that universe.
Oh, okay.
It sounds confusing, but
Yeah,
it's
that
really
is
simple,
very,
guys.
very confusing.
It's really simple, guys.
It's very simple.
Somebody asked me how I got babies. Probably that homeless fat redneck fat lady.
Such a good song. You play this song for anybody? Put this song on for somebody. It
yeah.
does something to people.
Yeah.
Like this wakes people up.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most. This song is like the first song where I realized like ICP were actually comedic geniuses.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like they're funny.
And
This shit is so
it
funny.
teaches you a valuable life lesson. Like,
Yes.
don't fuck dirty sluts because you'll get bugs on your nugsack.
I went to the clinic.
That is I'm a sis.
I remember for the longest time when I was a young Joe thinking the song was "Bugs on My Nugs"
It is.
or "Bugs on My Bugs on My Nuts."
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
funny
sorry,
you
Bugs on My
say
Nuts.
that because on the original release,
said-
it is Bugs on My Nugs.
And then
The re-release Island it is Nuts.
"Bugs on My Nuts." Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Isn't the official new name Bugs on My Nuts?
The official vinyl they
Says
put out
Nugs.
says Nugs.
Okay, so Nugs is now the official.
And the original says Nugs. So I'm going to say Nugs is the
Official.
proper.
Okay.
Island fucked it up and said Nuts.
Okay, gotcha.
Met this in the back of a dumpster. Fucked around a dumpster.
That was the version I had with the island because I remember
Yeah.
saying Bugs on My Nugs,
Yeah, that one.
and everyone saying it was wrong or being reminded it was wrong or something like that. But anyway.
Oh, here, if you want to hit Zoom, you can.
Fuck dirty sluts.
I can't see it yet, but if you want to hit Zoom, you can do that and show people if you want.
Scratching, biting, that's
Yeah, the Island release. Which I actually like. This is my favorite Ringmaster release.
Yeah, that version is very dope. That was when they re-released it. Island did. When was that at the Gathering though that they put that out, or was that was prior? They put that out just prior.
The Island release?
Yeah.
That was an in-store release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a mass-marketed in-store release.
With the shiny Ringmaster.
Yeah. And that's your classic.
And the OG was the one that said "Bugs on My Nugs," right?
Yes, the OG is Nugs, and Island put Nuts.
Island.
Explain this
fucking
to your
assholes.
explain this to your wife later. Were you arguing over the misspelling of nuts? But yeah, but the Island release does sound a lot better.
Camp
it
Zool
was
is officially
remastered.
June 21st to 23rd. Oh, all right.
Wow. The frick? What the freak? I didn't mean to do that. There we go.
All right. So it says Camp Zool is officially June 21st to 23rd. Hopefully, I was hoping it was a little earlier, just so I wasn't that hot, but cool.
All right, that's good news.
Should be there. Should be
June
there.
21st to 23rd. That's sweet.
Should
man.
be there.
It starts to get a little hot later June.
Yeah, it does.
But we got gathering in the beginning of August. I mean, that's just as bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Super toasty. So,
But yeah, if
you
go
got
camp-
more rain.
You go to Camp Zool though, you're probably gonna be camping or better be getting
That's
a hotel.
like that was gonna say that was the downside. Like with Camp Zool, you'll be camping and or hotel. With the gathering, we can literally drive to that shit and drive home at the end of the night, crash out and hit it in the morning. I'm old, bro. Like it's rough camping.
I've done my share of
Damn
camping
near
at a
40,
lot of
yeah.
festivals.
I mean, I can do it. It's not like nearly impossible, but it's rough.
Camped in the
I recognize
mountains.
it a lot more than when I was young.
Yeah, I've camped in the mountains where every way you walk is a hill.
Like I can do it, I just don't want to.
That's the whole thing. Like I said, I stand by that statement. Camping is just simulating being poor. That's all it is. Like it sucks, you know. Damn, man, we have to eat shit that we can cook on fires.
Bro, this was
Pooping in a hole.
this was my favorite song on this album for a long time.
Yeah.
It is. It's one of the best.
I just love how hard they just like it's just so hard the way they
Yeah.
rap. Like,
And it's
don't know.
kind of the start of the, the exhibit song.
yeah.
The start of that trend where they're telling you about the exhibits you can go through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Wax Museum.
Wax
Yeah,
Museum
Wax
opens the album.
Museums for sure, but like,
But with that being more of an intro, yes.
what was before that? Before Wax Museum and House of Mirrors. What was on the prior releases as far as like an exhibit that you could go through?
Well,
in
like
the carnival?
Carnival?
Yeah.
Well, Beverly Hills. Wonder if you would call that.
I don't think Beverly Hills had anything really either.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'll do this.
This would have been probably the first proper like carnival ride song.
Yeah, carnival ride / exhibit.
Unless you want to say the Juggler, if you're watching the Juggler,
Okay, the Juggler.
maybe.
Oh, somebody
Ghetto Freak Show.
Somebody subscribe. Thanks for subscribing,
Yeah, the Ghetto Freak Show. Boom.
Jennifer. Shout out.
Carnival of Carnage. Thanks for subbing, Jen. Whoop whoop.
What was you would consider that a ride, an exhibit, the Juggler,
Well, not the Juggler, but I did say I will go with Ghetto Freak Show.
Ghetto Freak Show?
That is an exhibit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that would.
I would say that's an official exhibit.
All
Ghetto
right,
Freak
let's
Show.
say that. That wins.
The Juggler not. Yeah, Juggler is actually him, and plus he's not talking about an exhibit.
Yeah.
He's talking about him being the Juggler.
The Ghetto Freak Show is the exhibit.
Yeah, I guess
Juggler is kind of like what is a Juggalo? The very
Yeah.
first version.
I guess Ghetto Freak Show is their version of the first exhibit, or that is the exhibit. That was the original exhibit of ICP's. Them coming out with the gimmick was we are Ghetto Freak Shows.
Yeah.
So it makes total sense. Yeah, good call on that one. I didn't even think about that. See, this version of Chris is a lot smarter than the last.
He does.
one.
He's pretty knowledgeable. Wow.
The last, well, I stayed a Juggalo. I wasn't a little bitch boy who left when things got.
All right.
Because Jay hurt my
All
feelings.
right.
Jay make me mad. He made fun of me being a fat boy, and instead of looking at it as comedic, I left in the booty. Yeah. Well, this Chris isn't a fucking soft little bitch. All right.
Good.
Good.
Do you want to find a way to go find the other Chris and kill him?
I have no. He's probably not surviving in my universe. It's rough over there. It's rough, bro. Like psychopathic still going strong. Like it's crazy, bro. Crazy universe. Like in my universe, Clinton is still president. It's fucking crazy,
Wow.
son. It's fucking crazy.
That is nuts.
Rules are out the window.
Sweet, dude.
I kind of want to visit that.
Yeah.
universe.
You never have to mow your lawn. There's plastic in the grass. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you just fucking stays the same height all the time. It's nice.
All right, but what's the worst thing that you had over there that you're glad that it doesn't exist here?
The worst thing that we had over there that we don't have
You
over
had
here.
plumbing over there, right? Did you have plumbing over there?
No. Over there. Darby O'Trill's a lot more successful.
Oh, okay.
So that's yeah. No, I'm just joking. He's not successful over there
Okay.
either. No. Let's see. We did have over there that we didn't have over here. The Juggalos are actually a gang.
Oh,
Yeah, we actually are a gang over in that. Yeah.
That's
So
kinda-
there you go.
that's kind of
I don't like that as much. So yeah, okay.
Isn't over there? I think you told me over there, like, wasn't Humble the leader of the actual gang over there?
No. He was our friend over there.
Oh, okay.
Like, we were good friends with him. He's a cool guy.
Well, that's cool. I mean,
He's a
maybe
really cool guy.
we should bring him over here.
I would be down. Let's have him on the show. He's an old friend of mine. I'd be like, Humble, what's up, dog? You remember me? I'm sure he'll love to see you. Like, if he's as cool as he is in my universe over here,
No, let's
he's
bring
gonna
your
love to see you.
universes.
Yeah, he's gonna love to see you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my universe over here. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let's bring him over.
Cool. Coolest dude with blue hair in the world.
He has blue hair. Over there?
Yeah. Coolest
That's
dude
cool,
with blue hair
man.
in the world. All right.
Let's move on.
That was one of your best times.
Boy,
If I had a plaque, you would have just earned it right there, buddy.
thank you.
So good. Yeah.
This whole wormhole is going to get us fucked up, man.
Yeah,
I know, man.
it's getting confusing, I know, but it will all make sense
In
as
the end.
time goes on. Yeah, everyone watching is confused. It will make sense, guys. It's like Final Fantasy. You're confused
I don't know.
the whole time.
Yeah.
The story makes no sense.
No sense. But at the end, you're like, I get one or two of these things at least.
At the end, you're right. As soon as you beat the bad guy, you're like, serves you fucking right.
Yeah, you
Whatever you did.
whatever you fucking did. I'm pretty sure you had it coming.
I know who the good guys are. in
Yeah.
this.
Yep. Whoever I'm playing as.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Like when I first watched Back to the Future when I was like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you like it, but you just don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Same with like
Yeah.
even like dude, Ghostbusters like confused the fuck out of me. Like that made no sense. They had wormholes and shit going on in
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Ghostbusters
Dude,
was
kids
confusing.
can't understand wormholes.
No.
How would you expect a kid to understand a wormhole?
Really? To understand a wormhole?
And you're in this universe, Ghostbusters had a wormhole.
yeah.
And there was
Right,
like
right.
there was like ghosts coming through it and shit.
Damn, bro. Yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds lit.
That
Our
one-
Ghostbusters in my universe sucked. It had like 4 like comedians in it, like female comedians. Melissa
Oh,
McCarthy.
yeah, that came later.
Yeah, that shit. Oh, y'all have that here too.
Yeah. It
Man,
eventually
that was the worst.
It eventually made its way here. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was the worst.
woke
You had another Ghostbusters though. That's the only one we had.
Well, the Carver I was
That's
talking
the worst
to,
thing. That's the only Ghostbusters we have over
You only
there.
had women
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yep, that's the only one we have. Is that one Ghostbuster? There you go. That's the worst thing.
That's funny.
I got to catch the one you guys have over here though. That
What
sounds
were you
fun.
saying, Carver? Were you saying?
Oh, I completely forgot.
No. Was it about Ringmaster's word?
No, but
You want to know a cringy? I've got a good story about this. This is super cringy. I
ahead.
can't believe I'm going to tell this story because this paints me in a bad light. As you guys knew, Derek Lotus was one of my personas. I remember.
He was from a different multiverse.
Yes. So this is embarrassing, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So I spent a summer like over in West Virginia with my cousins and everything, and I got my cousin Blake into ICP. And we had very vivid imaginations. So, like, I told Blake that the Ringmaster was like an entity. And that's why this sounded so weird, is if you played it 17 times, you could summon the Ringmaster.
wow.
So wait, you're
Yeah.
like making this kind of dumb bullshit up?
Yeah. Like, I was just making this up on the spot. But to be clear, we sat in a dark room and listened to this 17 times in a row. And weird shit did start happening in the house.
Really?
Yes,
Holy
weird shit
shit.
did start happening in the house.
Wow, like what?
So, like shit falling in the living room. Yeah. Knocking at the door. We both swore we heard it. You got up. No one was standing there, or no one was in the front door. Yeah, something fell out in the living room. We kept hearing shit, but that might have been in our minds. But I'm certain that we heard the door knock and
Wow.
something did fall down in the living room. Coincidence? Probably.
How long-
But spooky.
How long did it take you to get dressed when you went to turn the light on?
Oh, we didn't do it naked. Good Lord. I'm not fucking my cousin.
Sorry.
I'm from West Virginia, not Mississippi.
I mean, I don't know.
No,
how you
I
guys
am
do
from
over there.
Mississippi. Shit. I was fucking my cousin. God damn it. I told you don't talk about that on the air. I showed you that video in confidence.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'll try to. It just slips sometimes.
I'll give you
man.
$30 back, and I'm not showing you any more videos.
I mean, I'm just kind of hoping I get some one day.
yeah, well, I'll have to let my cousin know.
I mean, we can say we're related if that helps.
Yes, I'm related.
All right.
All right. Anyway.
Can we not end on that?
Yeah, exactly. Let's not end on the cousin fucking.
Just to wrap it up, Ringmaster's Word is the shit. Very cool, weird track. We talked about that the last time. That is kind of like the named track on this album. You know what I
right.
mean? But there's no like rapping on it. It's a
Well, normally
strange
they
song.
put that kind of track as track 1 or 2.
right.
That's like the way they open the album is they'll have, riddle box. The joke's on you. Fucking riddle box and, great Malenko. Huh? Each one has its own like.
Brothers. What was
yeah.
Jackal Brothers?
Jackal Brothers? Take the one of the drink, catch one more. Trying to get
You're right.
some that's in stuff.
All right, keep going. What was the rate?
The Wraith didn't really have one. It was walking to the light, and then
walking
No,
into
there was the song "The
light.
Wraith" where they're like,
Right.
how's that song? That song doesn't even have like a catchy like hook about the Wraith.
It's weird. It's weird. I almost like
that song,
always uninvited.
yeah, that song was
maybe
kinda
the
dark.
Wraith. Maybe the Wraith is the last one because when I think of the Wraith intro, I almost it's weird, but I go to that and feeling because I picture in my head like, all right, it's almost time.
No need for
No
the
need for the
reverse.
reverse.
dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think of that. So yeah, that's a good one.
I think the Ringmaster's Word on this one was just kind of like back then they were still doing like let's do like a DJ song, something we can spin like at a show and just kind of something that back then when you were in hip hop you wanted to make shit like that you could put on singles and stuff to like give DJs and shit. I'm wondering if it was something like that.
Probably. It was dope though. I'm glad they made it.
Yeah,
Glad they made it. 30 years of the Ringmaster, man. Wow.
fucking 30 years.
Weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy moly.
Fucking, it's such a legacy they built. I wonder if they knew the impact they were gonna make when they released this album.
Oh, I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure.
No way they would knew about Juggalos.
Idea.
This was the first official place that we got a name for Juggalos.
Was it?
Wouldn't it be the Juggalo?
The Juggalo
No, the Juggalo's on Carnival.
Slap yourself. Slap
You're
yourself.
cool. There's a lot to remember. I always make stupid mistakes too, like that.
I was thinking of now shut your ass up and let the Juggalo
Juggalo
sing.
sing.
Yeah, this is on this album. So there we go.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I was thinking of that track.
And
but-
then they sample that and put it on Riddlebox
yeah,
later.
Carnival
I
was
believe.
Juggalo. You can't fuck with the Juggalo.
Shut your
Juggalo,
ass up and let the Juggalo
fuck
sing.
with the Juggalo.
But I still don't think Juggalo was coined still. I still don't really think it was
don't think
coined
so.
yet right there.
Not quite.
That's what was getting it coined.
Well, on the Juggalo, doesn't he say, I'm a Juggalin Juggalo?
Yeah, and I think that's like when the word was said, but I don't know if it was like being used yet until maybe like Riddlebox, right? Maybe
Yeah, I
something
think
like
so.
that.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Wonder-
then
that is a
they
good
they
question.
heard it during Riddlebox being used, and they were like, "Fuck it," and they made a song about it on Malenko.
Yeah. Hopefully,
They say we the wicked juggalos. We
Yeah,
juggle. That's
exactly.
on Ring or Riddlebox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shows the express. Yeah, that's the Ring or the Riddlebox.
the
intro.
Express route.
Or title
So it's
track.
definitely
That's
been there from
Riddlebox.
the
Yeah, right to that Riddlebox.
It's definitely been there from the beginning, but it's hard to tell where it really started being adopted by the fan base.
In the
you
book,
know?
he says that he would say it during shows. He would be like, I'm a juggalin, a juggalafa, juggalaga, juggalo.
Yeah,
He would say that during shows. And then he said people just naturally started using that word juggalo. Like, I'm a juggalo. And that was like, because he would say it during shows, it just struck.
Man, I'm wondering. There's got to be
Outside of his realm of spreading, just things like that just happen.
There's got to be the patient zero of like the community back then that like started saying it and got it like. Other
Oh,
people
I feel you.
saying
Like
it.
started
Yeah.
saying it like all the time. Like, what up,
Yeah.
Juggalo? Hey, what up, Juggalo?
Yeah.
What's a Juggalo? You know, Juggalo.
Like
Like
some some popular juggalo in the crowd of those early shows.
I'm
was
just gonna
saying
say
it.
it was Vinny the ICP kid.
Look,
Let's just give him
let's
credit.
do
He
it.
deserves it.
Vinny the ICP kid, thank you for
Thanks for
thank
creating
you
the
for creating the Juggalo world.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Thank you for making
So
creating
fresh.
all this.
Give him
so fresh.
Give him his shout out.
These are mad fresh. So fresh.
Thank you.
All right. All right. You guys want to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Well, shout out. Somebody mentioned DC Fago. I said Happy Mario Day. I do want to say we do have a Mario t-shirt available at deck1del.com/shop.
Yep, it's Happy
free to-
Mario Day.
Feel free to go get
the
you
last
one.
of our AI shirts that we offered. So please go support AI.
I still think that was one of the best AI mashups you did.
Yeah, man.
It was.
ruled.
I loved it. Like I loved it,
Yeah.
and like it's the shit. But yeah, we kind of made that the last ones that we've done. We, who knows? Maybe we'll do them in the future. But right
Go
now,
get one. $20,
right
man.
now
get you
we're
one.
that'll be the last of the collection.
And if you don't like AI and you would rather support an artist, get one of mine.
yeah,
Get
Cartoon Nightmares.
It's all available. You're supporting the
They're
show
all
either
available.
way.
You can be like Vinnie Mac and buy a fucking dope cartoon of Carnex jersey.
Which he looks sexy in. I
Yes,
might
Vinnie
add.
Mac rocks it. He's a good model for the jersey. Please check out Kissinger's Media, and you can see him rocking that shirt in a few videos. You know what I'm saying? He's a good rep. Oh, and by the way, DJ Slug mentioned that he hopes that caller calls back in. I hope that David calls back in as well.
David rules. Shout out David.
David
Thanks,
had
man.
a very interesting outlook on, or very interesting questions. At first, I thought it was going to be a character, but you know what? He actually had me thinking.
He brought it.
He had me thinking.
And shout out Jen too.
Yeah, shout outs to Jen. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for subscribing. You're the shit. We appreciate you. All of you.
We good?
That was awesome. Yes,
Absolutely,
we
guys.
are good.
We're
All right,
good.
Let's wrap it up. Let's shuffle the fuck up on out
We're
of here.
good like wood.
And this one actually slided back into the first deck.
Let's slide it back. I say that in my universe. Oh, okay. You say it. You
I'll
say it.
say it.
I like it. No, I like it. You better when you say it. All
I
right.
mean, if you give me the money like you used to, and I'll
No.
God, no.
or
it's-
like the other Chris did.
Oh, I'll get it. Okay. Yeah, I'll start giving you money. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He
That's
paid
fair.
me, so I need money from
That's
you.
fair. Hold on. Let me get your Cash App.
Yeah.
200?
It is. Yeah, 200 is good.
200. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
My Cash App is actually deck one. Del at the mic. What's wrong with the mic?